All right, I guess we're live here. Live with Ducttapetech. How's it going, brother?
Yeah, it's going good. And if you want, you can just call me Nate. Everybody calls me Nate for short. Makes it a little simpler.
Nate, Neil.
Yeah. Neil?
Yeah.
All right. All right. Nice to meet you, Neil. It's nice to see you in person, not just in a video.
I know, man. So you got a bunch of crazy videos up, right?
Yeah. My channel's all over the place. I don't have one specific thing I do. It's all over the place. Sometimes some of my videos are actual helpful, and then other times it's just me literally just fucking off.
I think some of your best videos have been, just like you in the woods or mess around the tractors and stuff. It's really cool the stuff you do.
Thanks. It's likewise to you. I love your channel, man. It's been an awesome channel. And actually, I've been doing this for 2 or 3 years, and you done blew me out of the water in 3 months.
I don't know about that, man.
No, that's true, dude. You're getting ready to hit 100 subscribers, and I hit 68 today.
Did you really?
Yeah. Now I got to tell you though, interestingly though, I will gain like 4 or 5 subscribers and turn around and lose like 7 or 8 of them later. So at my channel, I lose just as many as I gain.
I will be honest. So like the closer I get to 100, I have like some that come and some that go, and it's like I can't ever actually reach there.
I tell you, I was happy when I broke 60. And actually, you helped me break 60.
No
I was
way.
stuck at 48, and well, jumped from work. I mean, he helped, but I was stuck on 40, barely just scraping 50. And then when you gave me that quick shout out, is what made me break 60.
Because I thought you were at 75 whenever I gave that shout out.
Well, okay, when I look at my channel, I never stretched 75, but that doesn't mean I was. Dude, I'm happy to hit 68. But yeah, no, between junk and work, I mean, he got me a few views, which I very much appreciate and surprised me. And then, you got me up to past almost to 70, and I'm actually staying there.
At 70.
Anyways.
It's hard to get views.
It is. But I got to tell you what, I've been doing this Instagram thing too. At first, I was very apprehensive because I don't do social media, whatever at all. But the one thing I do miss from the original YouTube was the messaging, and I noticed a lot of the YouTubers do the messaging with Instagram. And then, of course, Instagram did kind of help too, So nowadays, kind of feed each other a little bit. And Instagram's kind of fun. I won't do Facebook, but I'm not that desperate yet.
No, I was happy that you joined Instagram because I did it too to talk to other people. And I was like, man, Ducttapetech's got to join so I could talk to him finally.
Right. Yeah, and I'm glad I did because I get to talk to you directly, which actually you're the most I've talked to. Jump from work a little bit, but yeah, no, you're the one I've got more messages from.
Well, I enjoy our chats on YouTube and stuff, you hipster.
Hipster.
Drinking that PBR.
I'm pounding PBR.
Yeah.
So I'm glad this is working out finally, man, because I always wanted to kind of do a live stream. And I'm kind of glad we're doing it. And if I was going to do a first live stream, I'd burst my YouTube cherry with you. As fucked up as that sound.
I mean, we met 1 month ago or 2 months ago, right?
Yeah.
Well, all right. So, since we're doing a live stream with you, I want to learn about you.
Okay. So, what do you want to know?
What do you do for a living?
Okay, that is. Oh, sorry, my phone was doing its thing. All right, that's very interesting. I started off years ago farming, and of course, ag mechanics, and then automotive for myself. But actually, believe it or not, I won't just give the location where I work at. But actually, believe it or not, I am a laboratory animal technician one. So I do a lot of laboratory animals, for cancer research, diabetes research. As weird as that sounds, and I never thought in a million years I'd ever be in that research or that kind of field. But that happened about a year and a half ago. That I switched over from custodial and / maintenance and went to that field.
Really?
Yeah, it was a huge learning curve because, like I said, I like things mechanical. I like working with 220 and 110. Stripping down a 4020, John Deere tractor and, ripping that 426 diesel apart, and then, now I'm, into that end of biological, which was never really my forte. I did like a year or two of biology just to get to chemistry so I can learn how to blow shit up. And, I like chemistry. I like mechanical. I like, So, but yeah, I'm a laboratory animal technician.
That's awesome.
As weird as that sounds,
Now, you do a lot of good work with your surge.
Yeah.
I am surprised that that's what you do for a living. I am.
No, it was a big change because I was in custodial, and okay, I'm trying to. My wife is going to be on here, and as soon as my nephew, I'm kind of watching my phone here so I can see questions.
Okay, yeah. We got Arnold.
Heartless Fairy is my wife. She says hi. Now, my buddy JT, he goes by Ducttapetech 1. I just had a video. Him and I just put a video for him, and I was fucking with the lawnmower yesterday. So
I actually,
my concentration there.
I just saw that.
Yeah, he's my nephew, and he's taking small engine repair and doing some stuff. He's in high school. He'll be a senior next year, I believe. I can't remember. He's my little apprentice for a dark side, anyways. But he's he brought his lawnmower out and we was working with it, and they end up being the breather tube from the carb to the cylinder head for the valves will end up busting. So that's what that video is about. Of course, we're sending it,
How old was that lawnmower that you guys that happened to?
Oh man, it's an old Murray, and I gotta tell you, because all the Briggs and scrap iron engines now are what 5 and the 5.5 now.
Yeah,
this is a 4.5, so I'm guessing at least 5, 8 years, maybe 10 years old. My guess.
Because interesting enough, I've had a Craftsman for the last 8 years, and this year. It's a 7.25 Briggs and Stratton, but it blew up. It just won't fully engage. I cleaned the carb out last year, and I was putting straight actual real fuel with no ethanol, and so I ended up going out and getting a Toro with a Honda engine, which I've never owned, but it's so weird because nowadays. If I bought a push mower, I'd go out and get a Craftsman or a Murray, but there's a lot of those brands disappearing.
Yeah.
Can you see your comments coming up on there? Okay. So you got that?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just talking to my wife there for a second, but she's making sure that all my shit on my end's actually working right.
I see you loud, clear, and good, man.
Is my fan interrupting anything? Because, dude, it's like 92 damn degrees right here in Southeast
You see
Ohio.
the big box fan sit behind me?
Actually, from we're watching in there, and you guys both look really great.
Oh, we both look good? I only care right now, man. This man's prettier than I am.
I'm a
He is
bad
a little prettier than you. He's a little prettier than you, but like I wouldn't worry about it because he lives kind of far. So
no, you don't. He just lives right over here in the next state. By the way, are you wearing that John Deere hat? That hipster hat you calling it?
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, fuck that, dude. Yeah, for years, man. When I was dairy farming, where I'm at now, the tractor, everything I used to own was John Deere. And I used to own a 4020 John Deere tractor, man. That's why I have a little bit of love for John Deere. But I'll run any tractor, man. Ford, I love them. Massey Ferguson, you name it. I don't care if it's a tractor, I'll run it.
Those
Everything better. Sorry.
the Ford Jubilee tab. I saw those videos. I think that Ford Jubilee runs awesome. Sounds great.
That Ford Jubilee is it is a sweet tractor. Now the only thing with it is it doesn't have live power.
Right.
And then when I say live power, for those who don't know, the live power we're talking about the PTO, which is a power takeoff shaft. So the moment you hit the clutch, that PTO dies. So any piece of equipment you're running behind you, whether it's a bush hog, a finish mower, whatever, it dies right then and there. But at the same time, raking hay, if you're just, I use it a lot for the finishing, I put a finishing mower behind and hit the yard with it. And of course, rake hay and stuff. But unfortunately, the poor girl, I got the carburetor part. I had a video about that. I got the carb fixed on it. Got all that fixed, and I'll be damned if the old girl blew the water pump out of it. And it's the original, but it's the original 1953 water pump. So that's the next project I got to work on it. So, but I'll try to put a video up with that.
Is that hard to get a part for it?
Surprisingly, no. Believe it or not, the old Ford tractors, especially, and also followed by the 8N Fords and the Ford Jubilees, followed by the Farmall H's. You could practically rebuild a whole tractor out of a magazine.
Really?
Yeah, dude. I looked up the specs of the 8N Ford, which you saw in one of the videos, and believe it or not, there were millions of those tractors are made, and they estimate, I don't know how accurate it is, they estimate that 70-80% of those tractors are still running today from the freaking World War II.
Damn.
That many tractors are still running. And it's a nice small tractor, man. You can mow your yard with it. You can haul firewood with it. You could just fuck off with it. I mean, they're nice little tractors. They're a little compact tractor. What I consider today would be a compact tractor.
What's the engine that's on that?
It is a 124 cubic inch. The 8N is a 124 cubic inch flathead engine, 4-cylinder. And then the Jubilee, which is more technically known as an NAA tractor. So they made it for 2 years, but the first year they called it the Golden Jubilee, which is 1953, and they made it again in 1954, which as the NAA. It's the same cubic inch engine, but the only difference is it actually has the overhead cams and valves on it, which gave it an extra, give her an extra, 510 horsepower. They actually used to call it the Red Tiger, actually, back in the day.
I do see a lot of those 8Ns and the Jubilees around still. And I mean, tractors get worked very, very hard. They live a hard life. And that's pretty cool to see that. Is that why you bought a Ford truck?
Well, I've always been a Ford fan. I just like the old Fords. Of course, one of the first trucks I owned, man, was a 1979 F-250 Ford. Right, it had 351 modified in it. Love that truck. And of course, I always loved diesels. Anything I could run, some of the old tractors, they were gas and whatever. But anything I could run, I always ran diesel. And then I got a really minty fucking deal on that 6.0. And the only reason why I bought it, I know a lot of people hate the 6.0, the Ford Power Stroke. I will agree that the 7.3 was one of the better ones. But the reason why I got it because the engine was bulletproofed. Hey, little girl, how you doing?
Saying hi.
Hi. So yeah, I've just been a fan of Ford. And then, like I said, I got that truck because, like I said, the engine was bulletproof. It had the stud job, the head job done on it. But I got to tell you, man, I don't care if it's Chevy, Dodge, or Ford. The moment they started putting electronics and computers on a diesel engine was the day the diesel engine went downhill.
So yours doesn't have any of that crap on it, right?
No, the 6.0 it's got all kinds of electronics. So it's got computers, it's got sensors, it's got camshaft position sensors, crankshaft position sensors. That thing's got more electronics going on than this computer I'm looking at right now.
Hey, I'll be Ohio University. My brother graduated from there. Is that where you go? OU?
No, I'm in Athens High School at the moment.
Oh, Athens. Okay, so you're the same city.
Yeah, I work at. Oh, okay. You're talking to. Okay, you're talking to Ducttapetech. Yeah, he's in Athens. Yeah, he's my nephew. I was saying earlier.
Ducttapetech.
Yeah, Ducttapetech 1 actually.
Yeah, it just gave you the, the business.
Yeah, he's standing right here right now with me.
So
go
ahead.
Well, what got you into the maintenance trade, man? So
I was looking for something to do, and to be honest, I luckily got a job in apartment maintenance. Like I is between that or like Scott's Lawn Care, and I had a job lined up with Scott's Lawn Care, and the apartment maintenance was like, we'll hire you. We want to see how you work out. And I'm so glad I went with that because there's so much to learn in that trade. You do electrical, you do plumbing, you do, garbage removal, custodial work, remodels. It's amazing.
Right. So I did. I worked at Ohio University for a while. Well, you and I talked about briefly. We talked about the unions.
Yeah.
And the thing is with the union is I have a love-hate relationship with the union because if the union where I used to work at, if you didn't have them there, these guys would expect you to work for like $5 an hour and being a skilled laborer,
Yeah, absolutely.
And the other part is this is getting into a little bit of history, but my grandfather was in the United Mine Workers.
Okay.
Union, and of course, when them guys were fighting, they just weren't fighting for wages; they were actually fighting for safety. OG, all the regulations we have now. These guys weren't fighting just for money. I mean, these guys were getting killed in their job.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with that.
So there's part of it, I love it, but at the same time, though, I got tired of because I was in custodial and then kind of like a custodial / maintenance, but I always wanted to go full bore building maintenance. Right? We're talking like dealing with air handlers or doing like 25 air changes, in an hour, and we're dealing with like 8-inch mains and stuff like that, and I could just never get in there. And of course, that's where I kind of got the job that I'm into now as a lab animal tech. I was approached by a couple of guys who know me and said, "Hey, this job's coming up. You need to bid on it. We want you in there. We'll train you. You work a year as a, basically apprentice. you know, and that's why I left that side out, because I really loved doing the maintenance stuff. But at the same time, it was aggravating because at the same time, it was the union, and not just the union, it was management. The management's horrible. It's the good old boy system, you know what I'm talking about, you know, and you know, that's why I went to the way I did, and actually I got to tell you, I'm glad I am. And the best part is I got way more room for advancement. I just got actually my certification to be a animal tech.
Need this?
See, now this is the reason why I got a good wife. You see this right here? Yeah, you hear that?
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, you hear that?
I got to teach my daughter how to do that.
Yeah.
She just waves.
She a PBR, but some of that hipster beer.
No PBR, just, you know.
What are you drinking? Old Mill?
Yeah.
Or Old Mill? Yeah, I got nothing wrong with Old Mill.
Yeah,
my neighbor down the road to drink Old Mill.
It tastes like Miller Lite, kind of.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
So when you work for Ohio University, you're in a union?
Yeah.
And that's what turned you off? Kind of?
Well,
kind of.
Yeah, it kind of did. Now, here's the thing. I'm still in a union.
Okay.
I'm still in ASME Local 1699. Now, I don't want to give too many details because I don't need some fucking PETA eco-terrorist, you know, showing up at my work and trying to, you know, liberate a bunch of mice and, you know, all kinds of crazy shit. But, no, I'm still union, but I'm not that side of that union anymore. I'm on a different side. It works a little bit different. And it actually seems it's a lot more professional. So I'm still unionized, but I'm not.
Cute. Wave at her.
I have been. It's not like the union on the other side like I used to deal with. If that makes sense, they're more professional. If that makes sense.
Yeah. I worked for Duquesne University, which is in Pittsburgh, you know, and it was a union job. You could bid out into other fields, but I started in custodial janitor work.
Right.
And the thing that ticked me off is there's a bunch of 70-year-old guys who still got paid to do not even a quarter of the work that I did. And then number two, our union name was 32 BJs. And
32 BJs.
That was the union. That's when I was like, man, that's such a bad name. Like, they don't even deliver on that, you know?
Right.
We're just pricing ourselves out.
Yeah, the part of the union I get aggravated is
he was just renting himself out.
Yeah. Well, what's your daughter's name what's your daughter's name, by the way?
Ellie.
Callie?
Ellie.
Hi, Callie. I don't know if Kelly. Hi, Kelly. I don't know if you can see me or not, but
say Ellie. Ellie.
Ellie. Okay, I'm sorry. Ellie.
It's
okay.
Hi,
Ellie. I'm sorry.
You say hi?
Hi, Ellie. And I like your treehouse, Ellie. Did your dad get that thing done yet?
He asked if the treehouse is done.
No.
Yeah, I just got to post the last video of it. That's all.
Oh, you got to post one last video. It was looking pretty sharp the last time I saw it. Hell, I wanted to move into it.
Me too, yeah. The only thing I don't have in there is she wants a table and chairs. So I got, that's the next step.
I got to tell you, for a little girl, that's not too much for ask, man. I tell you, I've had women ask me for a hell of a lot more. I see you. I'm waving at you.
All right, can you go up?
All right, is Famous Amos on here or Junk from Work? I actually haven't been.
We got, hey, what's up, Minorca? We got Jim Arnold. We got Famous Amos. We got
All right.
a bunch of people. I'm sorry. I got my phone up here. I'm trying to see But
That's what I'm doing.
I'm on live with Ducttapetech.
Yeah, I'm trying to do the same thing. I'm trying to talk to you, and I'm trying to pay attention to this, and it's not working. And drink beer.
Yeah,
it's not working.
Here we go. They're all talking. Famous Amos is talking about 2,500 acres of wooded easement land. And yeah, they're all just talking with each other. It's a good time, you know.
All right, Famous Amos, I'm doing good, buddy. I kind of saw his questionnaire. Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on at once, man. I can't keep up because I want to try to, talk to these guys. But Famous Amos, doing good, buddy. How you been doing? This was fun, dude. I gotta tell you, this is a blast.
Oh, fucking A, right?
Yeah, fucking A, dude. We're sending it.
Yeah, sending it. That junk at work, junk from work. Was it junk from work or junk for work?
Yeah, junk from work. Yeah. That young 28-year-old punk. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like
he's
he's
a good
bringing
guy,
like
though.
a
I
ball
like him.
sack home or something, you know. Like I'm bringing junk from work home.
Yeah, no, he's a good guy. I like him.
He is.
But yeah, he's a young dude. Well, hell, you're a young dude.
Oh,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ, dude, I'm 40 years old.
40.
Believe it or not, I'm 40 years old, man. I'm no spring chicken anymore.
I'll be honest, you're not that much old. I mean, you are older than me, but not that much.
I fear not. I'm guessing you're 30, 35. I'm guessing.
In the middle, 33.
33?
Yeah.
All right. You're actually not much older than my younger brother, actually.
There you go.
So, yeah, no, you're a fucking punk. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Don't be a shit. You're live.
Dude, I love your fucking videos, though, man. Like how you start off in your videos, like every video starts off so pumped up, and you have so much excitement, and then you go into it, and then you kind of like die down like a 40-year-old. I'm just joking.
Good one. Good one.
Just so everybody knows, he is really always like that.
My wife says I'm always like that all the time.
I never doubted it. I completely know his stereotype. He is definitely like that, like a hipster all the time.
He is a 4-year-old who likes to start fires and blow shit up. I mean, he's just... It's unreal.
Speaking of, I was going to ask you about that because the one thing I don't do, well, I haven't done it yet. Because one thing I like to do is shoot a shit ton of guns and blow shit up. And I'm actually thinking about adding that to my channel.
Yeah.
The problem is because my channel, and I do admit, my channel's everywhere, right? You see me 1 minute, camping, bushcrafting, survival type stuff. You see me farming. You see me, working on a 444. I was telling a baler and stuff. Yeah, I'm all over the damn place. And I thought about, it's time to bring out, the old M1 Grand and, Boys in the Gaunt, the big guns and just blow shit up, Just add to it. By the way, that was my wife you heard, my lovely wife.
Oh, did you call me lovely?
And
Lovely.
She keeps me on the straight and narrow because I tell you
lovely. What the fuck do you want?
She keeps me on the straight and narrow because otherwise I'd be doing some really stupid shit.
Oh, you'd be missing some fucking fingers right now.
Or some fingers.
I've seen your YouTube channel, so I know that's factual.
Yeah, that's factual.
Yeah, it is.
So are you still dipping that skull and
I'm done. So I was at like 4 cans a day of chewing tobacco, and yeah, and so this past week I went down to one dip a day, and today's my first day without one.
Oh, so you're trying to quit?
Yeah, and
Okay, well, congratulations, man. I mean, seriously, you want to do that,
I don't
that's
I
a good
don't
thing.
want to, but I started when I was 14. And I think it's just time.
See, now, actually, for me, I used to be a smoker.
And then, yeah.
Now, when I say a smoker, I like cigars, and actually, I got a collection of pipes here, tobacco pipes you wouldn't believe. Which part of them are my grandfather's. But so I switched from, probably about 5-6 years ago. I quit smoking completely, and I went to chew. So if you don't mind, and I'm not even chewing the cheap shit here. I'm actually doing Copenhagen, but I didn't know you was actually quitting. Otherwise, by the way, I got a new subscriber apparently. Veronica Home Solutions subscribe to me.
My Norca Home Solutions.
Yeah.
He goes by Real Row. He's a really good guy. Yeah.
Yeah, it just popped up on my screen there. If you're watching, thanks for the sub, buddy. I appreciate it.
Hey, while we're on the subject, I just wanted to ask, could you carry this for about a minute while I go pee?
Yeah, you do that, and when you come back, I'm going to do the same thing. I already got like 4 or 5 PBRs in me, man. Yeah, I'll carry it.
All right, I'll be right back.
All right.
So what are you gonna do to carry it? Can I bust in on your live stream?
All right, yeah, famous sandwich, Copenhagen. Yeah, now generally I do the poor man's Copenhagen, red seal. All right.
Copenhagen.
That's what I'm saying, but I do red seal generally. All right. Okay. Haven't done any live streams yet. Maybe I'll do one. Hey, buddy, I'll tell you, this is the first one for me. And I got to tell you, I'm having fun. This is a blast. Who else we got? No age shaming at the maintenance man. Yeah, hey, I'm 40 years old, Jim Arnold. Yeah, I'm not old yet. Hell, I'm in my prime, man. Like Doc Holliday. I'm just in my prime. So, Monica Home Solutions. Actually, when this live stream is done, I want to check your channel out. I'll price up to you. All right, famous Amos, what we got here?
He has renewed respect for Copenhagen. That was his choice.
All right, thanks, man. Like I said, I don't do Copenhagen all the time. I got to run the old Red Seal, poor man's Copenhagen. But about every Friday, though, I grab me a 18-pack of hipster beer here. It's called now because apparently hipsters taking over PBR. But I do Copenhagen.
Copenhagen.
You know what?
Jim Road, I'm older than you.
While you go to the bathroom, I'll answer questions about you.
All right. All right. I got to use the bathroom myself. I'll be right back. And then I'm going to let KK. Sadly, my wife is going to take over for a second.
Did you just say sadly? You better get the hell out.
And it's going to probably go, you're going to find all kinds of shit about me you probably didn't want to know.
Just to be honest.
What?
What was that?
She sounds like a good businesswoman.
Yeah, we'll call it that. Yeah. All right. I'll be right back, buddy.
I'm not getting on camera. I'm in my pajamas, but I'll answer questions if you got them.
All right. Let's see here. We got a few. Surrey Radio is free. What do you think about Surrey Radio?
I don't know. I don't usually. I'm usually a Pandora freak, so I don't much. Yeah, I don't much do the radio, the Sirius stuff.
All right. So, do you live on a farm?
Say that again.
Do you live on a farm?
We do. We have 38-ish acres.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's
wonderful.
And you're by Athens, Ohio?
Yeah, we're near there.
Okay, because my brother went to Ohio University, so I'm pretty familiar.
I heard you say that. We're about 20 minutes or so from the university, but we still live like out in the sticks.
Yeah, no. So like, it was weird because when we went down to visit him, we would cut through Pennsylvania, down through West Virginia, then back up through Ohio. But there's some towns there that we would go and visit or go off road, but like literally 2 minutes and you're through the whole town.
Absolutely. Yeah, you have blink and you'll miss them mostly. It's a lot of small towns around here built around the university, basically.
I love those types of areas. They're amazing.
It's beautiful out here. I mean, our nearest neighbor is actually my mother-in-law, but even they live a respectable distance. And then after that, it's probably a half a mile for the next neighbor.
So is your mother-in-law about 30 miles or?
What?
You said you had 30 acres, right?
Yeah, about 38 acres, yeah.
38. So she's probably a couple miles away, right?
No, not that far, unfortunately, but far enough. She's across the road.
There you go. Yeah, as long as you have a little distance.
A little distance is healthy. Because,
Absolutely.
But no, we're pretty. It's pretty peaceful out here, and we get to blow shit up without anybody bitching. So, I mean, I literally at one point, I think we've been married maybe for a couple of years, and I went to work one day and I came home, and it was on a Sunday, and within the 4 hours that I was at work, I came home and they had a cannon built, him and his brother. No, they built a fucking cannon out of some kind of, I don't even know what. And I get home and they're blowing shit up. And I'm like, oh my God. And he's like, you got to come see this. And he's like a 2-year-old at Christmas.
He's like, I'm starting a YouTube channel.
It was kind of crazy. And then he blew the cannon. I'm like, oh my God, it was so loud. And then the cops are driving by, like right as the cannon goes off. But they didn't stop. So.
Well, that's a good thing.
Well, yeah. And then they built more cannons, and good Lord.
All right, I'm back.
Yes.
Yeah, they have 38 acres now. At one time, I had about 100. And I ended up
Are you on your
farming about 800 acres on top of that when I used to dairy farm.
What was that?
Are you on your grandfather's property? Is that where you reside?
Yes, it used to be my grandfather's, and then I bought it.
You go upstairs.
I bought it. Well, my grandfather passed away in '99, and we ran the dairy farm till about 2001, and then I ended up buying the property off my grandmother. And of course, by then the cattle were gone. So after that, that's when I started working at Ohio University.
Okay.
So, but while I was working at Ohio University, I done what is it?
Minorca. They said we must like David Allen Co. There's a couple, yeah.
So
see you, Jim Arnold and in Minorca.
So when I was working at Ohio University, I did a lot of hay and crops and stuff like that while I was still working at Ohio University. And I ended up doing anywhere between 800 to damn near 1,000 acres of crops, whether either it was mine or helping, other farmers out, custom jobs. So.
I can't believe that we'll take a real live stream.
And so, like, you just you're in that environment there, right? Like, that's what you're taught to just take care of the land.
Okay, and that's actually interesting you say that. That happened in the late 90s. Actually, believe it or not, my dad was in the military, and he served 20 years honorably in the United States Air Force. He was in the first Persian Gulf War, Desert Storm. But we, for a while, we traveled a lot. So even while the farm was kind of going on here, I mean, I lived in Michigan, the UP. Why you notice the send it, you hear me say A for, every now and then. I I lived in England for a while.
Okay.
I was stationed over there in Yorkshire. I believe that's how you pronounce it correctly. I was in South Carolina, or I'm not sorry, not South Carolina, North Carolina. You know, we traveled around for quite a while, but it got to the point where Dad was overseas and doing stuff, this and that, and finally my mom, and around this area where the farm is at now, my mom said, look, my brother and I, we need to have a more stable, school situation. So we stayed here, and then too, there's no way we could follow Dad to, Belgium and Germany and France and all that other stuff. Actually, my brother was even born in England.
Yes,
actually.
He's an alien.
Really?
He's not quite an illegal alien, but he's an alien.
He was for a whole minute.
Yeah, my brother was born in England in 1981. I was born in 78. So I lived a couple of years in England, which is the reason why I say weird things like aluminium. Sometimes I refer a flashlight to a torch.
Yeah, but it's mostly the Michigan thing that stuck. He's about half Canucky.
Yeah, and not just Michigan. I lived in the UPA.
So I was talking with a drunk from work recently, and I don't know if it's because you and I have the hipster thing going back and forth, but he said he wanted to move to Washington State, and he's like Ducttapetech, and I was like, I could have sworn I talked to Ducttapetech, and he's in Ohio, but I guess
I'm nowhere near. I'm nowhere near. Actually, believe it or not, in my entire life, yes, I have been to England. West Virginia, Virginia. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I've never been west of Mississippi in my life. Never, I've never seen Tennessee or Kentucky yet. I'm going to fix that soon, but no, I've never been that far west.
Do you ever hear that the joke about West Virginia from that one comedian?
Okay, now which one? There was a bunch of them.
Well, I mean, all right, you want me to just say it? It's from a comedian, not me.
Okay.
All right. West Virginia is like a beautiful retarded girl.
Okay. This is going to be great.
I think the actual joke was West Virginia is like a beautiful girl with Down syndrome, but
Okay.
Well, I would have got you another beer, asshole.
I need someone to get me a beer. My daughter left me, so I don't have anyone.
I'm sad for you.
Oh, you need a beer? I'll hold the ship down until you get a beer there real quick.
Well, I mean, your PBR hipster beer.
Oh yeah.
I've been here. I've been hearing lately that the hipsters are starting to hit the old Milwaukee there, bud. They're starting to leave PBR alone now.
The Coors Light.
I'm back. Where's the beer?
DCG. All right, if you show up here at the maintenance man's place or my place, I'll give you a beer.
Actually,
DCG. What's up, buddy?
If you show up here, I'll bring the beer to you, and I'll even open it for you.
Yeah, my wife even opened it for you.
How nice like that.
DCG. DCG, you have a channel of your own, or you just kind of follow people, or what's going on? We'll check you out.
He's a good guy. You can follow him. He's a very good guy. Him and Famous Amos Cardoza.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you've met Famous Amos now.
Yeah. I've talked with Famous Amos when you and Jump from Work did a live stream this night. I talked to Famous Amos.
DCG
It seems like
Florida.
DCG's from Florida.
Florida, he's a follower too.
Yep.
He doesn't follow me. He's told me my channel is crap. He must be talking to you.
No, your channel's not scrap or crap ass for sure.
I have actually watched a couple of your videos, Maintenance Man, and they were really pretty funny.
She even told me, said, Jesus Christ, Nate, you need to fucking check his, you need to follow him because your shit sucks. You need to.
He's a little prettier than you, and if I'm honest, the fact that he doesn't have somebody to bring him a beer might mean he's single, so you could be in trouble, honey.
No, he's got a wife. I saw her, and he's got two beautiful kids. No, he's got that whole hipster beer thing going on.
You got a wife and she's not bringing a beer?
She's been taking What's that?
She's probably mad that I didn't help with bedtime because this took a little longer to start. To be fair, Junk from Work, I think, gave me shitty directions to start this whole live stream.
I gotta tell you what, we'll get this thing all fingered out, and then we gotta do this again, brother. I'm telling you, this is a blast.
Oh, fucking everything. We can stay on now, you know. I'm having a great time right now.
I am too. I've never done this before. I thought about doing a live stream, but I gotta tell you, my brother, this is a fucking blast, man.
From Western Mass.
I wanted to have actually you and Junk from Work on, and I talked to him. We want to do it live stream, maybe for my 100th or your 100 subscribers.
That would be awesome, man.
It would be like all three of us. If there's two other guys I could sit down and drink a beer with that weren't named Famous Amos or DCG, it would be you and Junk from Work.
That would be awesome. Now, since we're here, this and that, because I know we're both kind of all the trades and this and that. Now, of course, Graham, my laboratory animal. Well, actually, that's not true because actually I fix cage washers and hoods and stuff like that. But what's like some of your favorite tools, man? I mean, I don't mean necessarily brands, but I mean just like, what's some of your favorite tools?
Most commonly used at work are probably hammer, Phillips head and flathead screwdriver, a crescent wrench, and pliers,
Right. Gotcha. Now, have you seen my miner's wrench? Because you said crescent wrench. Have you seen my miner's wrench?
I have not. I saw the comment, but I haven't seen the video, I don't think.
You see it all the time because I call it my finger detecting nut fucker.
All right.
It's a crescent wrench. Okay, so in Canada, Rastal is a Canadian brand. So they make a crescent wrench that's got a fucking hammer on it, man. Right? Because farmers and anybody who's a mechanic, dude, what's the first thing you do with the damn crescent wrench? You use it as a fucking hammer, man.
Yeah, that's not what you call it.
So, like I said, I call it a finger detecting nut fucker or a Swedish nut lathe. I got all kinds of names for this fucking thing, right?
DCG says rules are no one's allowed to be sober and wife servants are optional. I don't think wife servants are optional. I think it's a must.
No, wife servants are mandatory. No, giving him.
Unless they're busy.
He's taking care of the kids, so we don't have kids.
Mine failed.
I was kind of curious because not necessarily brands, but I know one. Actually, I use I use my Leatherman a lot. And the one thing I love about my Leatherman is because I don't use it to fix everything, but it's a great, like in a pinch tool.
Well, your first Instagram video was like you starting that was it a rototiller or something? Yeah. You're like, hey man, this is me on Instagram. Boom, boom, boom. And you started. Ducttapetech right there, man.
Well, I don't know if anybody caught it or not, but there's an awl on a Leatherman. I used the awl and I cut into the air breather. And then it shot that fucker full brake clean, and just, of course, took that old fucking Black and Pecker. Of course, that thing's been a good drill for me, but it is an old NICAD. and she's starting to die. You can't get no fucking battery. But yeah, I put that thing on there and fucking send it, man. You know it.
Oh shit. DCD says I have the Stanley version of the pressing wrenches, an adjustable wrench hammer, and pry bar. Fuck yeah.
Oh yeah, the pry bar thing. Yeah. I know. I'm sorry. Say again, buddy. I missed that one.
I'm a big fan of Stanley hand tools. I like Stanley.
I do too. Now, and actually, there was a while back, one of the live streams I talked about. I said I rock Cobalt.
Leatherman clutch.
Leatherman clutch. Oh, nice.
Clutch for him.
Nice, Amos. I rock a Leatherman Surge, man. I got a couple different Leatherman. I got an old Pulse and a couple Swiss
You've got a million.
But my Surge, man, that's my go-to tool. But
sorry, I'm trying to keep you on track.
Hey, Ducttapetech, put in a plug for your multitool.org.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. I am a member of multitool.org, and actually, do you follow Sparky 415?
Oh yeah, I love that guy.
Okay, now Sparky, he's a pretty good bloke, but he's from multitool.org. There's a couple other guys, Swiss Army Dan, but yeah. The nice thing about multitool.org is anything you want to know about knives, multi-tools, and not just those, actually tools. I mean, these guys are all about,
well, and just
Makita,
Swiss Army and stuff. They do that on there.
Shooting the shit, right?
Huh?
Just shooting the shit.
Yeah, we shoot the shit. There's even some survival stuff on there a little bit, but yeah, I mean, they even talk about tape measures, a little bit of everything. But oh yeah, the thing I was going to ask you is Cobalt. Now I do tend to rock a lot of Cobalt hand tools.
Yeah,
but I've never fucked around with their actual power tools.
I
haven't either. But my wife years ago got me a set of sockets and wrenches that are Cobalt, and dude, and they have been nothing but good to me. And I'm telling you, and I'm wrenching on big damn equipment with these things.
Well, the best thing about them was they had a killer return policy. I mean, it doesn't matter what you did to it; they'll exchange it. But we've only ever had to exchange one tool, and he's had those for.
Yeah, I had to exchange one ratchet because I may or may not have, and I deny it the whole time, that I may have stuck a 4-foot cheater on a 3/8 drive.
Yes, he did.
But it got the job done at the time in a pinch.
And stripped the fucking ratchet out.
And yeah, of course, I fucked that ratchet right up. But you know what? I took that thing in, and it was.
They didn't
even ask me.
Really?
What happened to it?
Nope.
But their hand tools are good, but I see their tools like in Lowe's with the put a little S because they're fucking slow. And I ain't talking about their service either. I'm just saying.
Well, I got a question for you.
What used to work in Lowe's? That's not towards you, but no, they're. I call them slows for a reason, and I see that they got these impact drivers, 1/2 inch, everything's battery operated. They got all these great tools, and I mean $350, man. You got a drill, you got an impact, you got oscillating saw, sawzall, and everything else, but I just don't know a damn thing about them.
He wants to know what kind of survival we talking about, MacGyver or Naked and Afraid? Okay.
MacGyver. What's up, Zephyr? Drink Pee Survival.
Drink Pee. Okay, no, I am not a Bear Grylls type guy.
No. MacGyver look like a stupid pussy.
Although, unless you can turn pee into beer, then we might talk.
Yeah.
What kind of survival are we talking about? MacGyver survival or Naked?
Zephyr?
Yeah, Zephyr. If you want to talk about Drink Pee survival, no, And he's laughing. That's funny.
Yeah, he hates Bear Grylls, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. And yeah,
I'm gonna grab beer real quick.
Yeah, go for it, man. I'll run the chat here real quick.
DC loves the dual chat. I'm trying to keep reading the comments. I don't want to keep interrupting you, but I'm trying to
actually, it's
read the
keeping
comments
me.
so that way you guys can talk, but keep on track and you
No,
don't
it's
have
keeping
to
it
keep
straight.
reading the thing. So, there's a lady on the beer. Is that a pinup? Like an old style pinup girl?
Where?
Oh,
What?
was that an old style pinup girl?
Yeah. Fuck.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, on the beers? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I actually,
Look
they
at
fall
that
on.
sexy bitch.
Say it again.
She's hot. Sexy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've been here. Makes me want to drink Old Milwaukee all the time, bud.
I love those old pinup girls.
I love the old pinup.
Better than that PBR.
You know you want a fucking pound one. You know you want a pound one.
He's right.
Not for $23 a case. This is $18 a case still.
Actually, that's true. Now I know Pennsylvania, you know, being the crazy state it is versus the Buckeye state here. But actually, I'm getting a 18 pack of PBR for just under $20. I think it's $16 for an 18 pack.
All right.
Which is the bag for this area.
That ain't tea bag at all.
But
BCG says someone's doing a great job. So
you're doing a great job. It's got to be maintenance, man, because it's got to be maintenance, man.
It ain't me. It ain't me.
It's totally me.
But no, seriously, dude, man, it's cool, man. You started doing your channel, man. It's been blowing up, man. That's awesome. You know,
I started this thinking it would be easy, and then I realized it was hard as fuck. And then now it's like, it's still hard, but like it's very enjoyable. Like I enjoy what I'm doing on here. And my big thing is right now, like bringing you on live with me and getting people to know you, your trade, some stories. Like that's what I kind of want to bring to this community, like bring to the community.
No, I 100% agree. And I noticed when I done it, when I started doing it a couple years ago, I learned real fast. You're not going to have that. You're not going to be that guy that has 250,000 subscribers. And, you know, because some of them do get lucky. I mean, they really do. I mean, some of them are good and they got where they're at because they're good. But a lot of it is, it's straight luck, man. But you know what? When I do it, I have learned that I don't do it to get those subscribers. I do it because I love fucking doing it, right? You know, and actually some of my videos, I got a couple of videos, 3 of them actually, it's getting ready to breach 1,000 views. And not a one, the one is actually, I was working on 8
That's
and
awesome. Congratulations, by the way. That's awesome.
I appreciate it. But thank you, appreciate it. What it is, you know, like I said, the one is the 8-in battery install. Most people don't know 8-in Fords are 6-volt positive ground systems. And yes, you can convert them to 12-volt negative. So I had to put it in. Actually, I had this ass wad a year ago. Still all the gas, tools out of my shop. My father-in-law and I stole a bunch of tools. They stole all the gas. They ripped the batteries out of the tractor.
4IM Caper says, hey.
Hey, hi, bub. I am Caper. Oh, yeah, good guy. Such a man dude up in Canada, man. I love his videos, man.
4IM Caper. I can now give you a shout out because I know it says Caper, not Capper.
Yeah, I know. I done the same thing, right?
Yeah, in my head, I'm like, I don't know.
No disrespect, man, but I love your videos, and dude. And that car that you guys had in that last video, man. I'm a Ford guy, but I'm telling you right now, that Chev Impala, that was a sweet car. And then
that's a fun ride, fun stories, fun everything. Wasn't
I
it?
think it was Sam was the guy's name that had the
Yeah.
car. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, dude, tell that guy that was an awesome car. And thanks for sharing the history of that. That was awesome, man.
Yeah, that was.
Very awesome.
DCG says, I hear you, Amos, though I'll hang with Les Stroud because he knows legitimate survival. Him or Cody London, and I totally fucking agree. I love Les Stroud. And
Sam.
Okay, Les Stroud, I do agree with, but I'm not running around somebody who wants to run. I'm not working with somebody who wants to run fucking barefoot all the damn time.
I gotta be honest. Les Stroud, I think, is a vagina. Also, I don't think any of those guys are legit. I don't.
Okay, actually, there's somewhat to that. Now, I will give Les Stroud a little bit of credit.
I will too. More than Bear Grylls.
Yeah, Bear Grylls is Bear Grylls. He's doing a show for entertainment.
Wait, hold on 1 second. I'm sorry. Famous Amos, have a great night. I appreciate you coming. Everyone from the tool community appreciates you. Have a great night. Thank you for stopping by.
Famous Amos is leaving.
All right, Famous Amos. Thanks for stopping by, and thanks for subscribing and everything, man. I appreciate your support, and have a good night, man. Drink a cold one for us.
Cheers.
You got a cold one.
Cheers, brother.
Or do you need a cold one?
Not good yet.
Okay.
He's got a dip and a beer, a cold beer. What else does he need?
Yeah, right, exactly.
I'm just making sure he has cold beer all the time.
For I am Capper. I want to say Camper. I don't know why.
Hey,
I'm thinking Caper. Caper.
It's Caper.
Yeah.
I know it's Caper, but for some reason it reads Camper to, you know.
Yeah, I agree. For Caper,
But-
Bear Grylls roughs it at the Best Western. Yeah. I'm not even sure if he roughs it that low on the
Best
totem pole.
Western. Oh, yeah, his favorite. He karate chopped a dead rabbit.
Oh my god, that was my favorite. Yeah.
I also say I just want to give a shout out to DCG. I do appreciate, like, he kind of likes some of the quirkier videos I do, and I appreciate all the feedback I get.
All right, yeah, I want to check out DCG, and then I want to check out. Here's a song here just a little bit ago. I can't remember the name, but I'll check the. The Moronica Home. I'm saying that right.
Minorca Home Solutions.
Yeah, Minorca. Yeah, okay, there it is. Yeah, Home
Minorca.
Solutions. I'm going to check his channel out because it sounds like a pretty cool dude.
Well, I like DCG already because he said that his lady was doing a really good job. Sorry, I just kind of busted in on your shit here, but
No, fucking no way.
you looked like you needed a little help.
Need a little help,
Yeah,
but
you need a feminine perspective.
I don't, but you know.
no, you're feminine enough already, buddy. You're feminine enough already.
Fuck, man, I am tiny, and I love it. I actually like how I am right now.
No, you're doing good, man.
DCG says he appreciates you too, Maintenance Man. You're at the I love you guys stage and you're drinking.
Not that I want to piss in your mouth. That's fucked up, but you know.
And you're drinking, you
know
I
what?
do it.
It's fucked up, but I loved it. I love it.
I do appreciate DCG. In fact, did you catch my live stream with Junk from Work last week?
Yes, I did. Actually, I caught it after the fact because you guys done that live stream late Sunday night. I was already in bed, so I had to be in work at early in the morning. But I did watch the next day. Actually, I was kind of disappointed. So I made the comment that, like, dude, I'm sorry I missed your guys's. Didn't know you guys were going to do it.
We didn't either. He was on. He went on Justin Dow's channel, which pretty good channel there. And so I went on Instagram. I was like, hey, man, I'm a couple beers deep. Why don't we go fucking do a live stream? So he's like, all right.
Yeah, you guys are a couple beers deep in, that's for sure.
Fucking A right we were. But I will say this.
Also did.
So we went on, we did it, but because of my old computer, so I bought a new computer now. I can like live stream, be semi legit. But my old computer could not handle live streaming. But I still went on, and because of that, it looked like such a shit show. But I will say this: me drinking, I am who I am. So like, I don't disguise it. I don't hide it. A lot of people try to put on that like the poker face, you know.
Right.
If you're feeling good, you're feeling good. And like, I was thinking, it's probably been a good 10 years since I've got, you know, you can drink enough where you go to the dark side. And I feel good that I know where that stop is, you know.
Right, dude. And I'm all about the dark side, man. All about the dark side.
I think if you start hiding it, then you have an issue.
Well, dude,
that's when you got problems.
You know, and the thing of it is as crazy as it sounds, you know, YouTube is a good direction to like steer your alcoholism, because that's what I do. You know?
Caper said, I know what it's like to work with Doug.
No.
I am for caper. Trust me, I've done it for years in farming. Dude, when you run a 1972 fucking hay bind and you try to hold it together in 2001, I know exactly what you're talking about, buddy. I mean,
bands and duct tape.
Straight up, she's clapped out. She's got nothing left to give. The old horse just fucking got nothing to give except clap.
My camera crew, my laptop is 4 years old.
Yeah.
Buddy, dude, I'm telling you, I am for camper. Your stuff is still advanced. Actually, I use a cell phone. I have a Motorola G6. Is what I'm using.
Baby.
I got.
And then I'm gonna have a computer, man.
Before I am Caper, would you live stream one day with me?
Say yes. I want to see that. Come on, I am.
I want to try and get different guys with different, like I said, like I want to do this, and like I want like guys that come on and like have run maquitas for 20 years, but like don't work professionally in the trade. So like, just give me your opinions and let's stir it up and fucking do it, right?
Something you guys might want to know. It does take, there's like a serious lag between when people post stuff and when you see it.
Yeah, there is.
We know.
Also, for everybody who doesn't know, Ducttapetech is just a little bit dyslexic, actually a lot.
Actually,
and so when he screws up your name, it's not on purpose. He just,
My wife is colorblind because of blues and greens. They're the same fucking color, right?
Well, until you get to John Deere green. John Deere green is a very specific color.
I know I am. A live stream test this week.
Crayola makes a color that is blue-green.
Yeah,
yes,
they do. Yes, they do.
Yeah, so I'm not fucking colorblind. I'm just retarded, I guess.
No, you're not retarded. Well,
okay, so
okay, maybe we're both retarded.
You're a little retarded.
I am somewhat dyslexic, so sometimes I am reading this. I actually have to go back and like really pay attention to it because, dude, you can have, not especially numbers, man. Numbers are really hard for me. I have to really pay attention. Well, of course, I am for Capper.
It's 4 a.m. Caper.
I am. See, God damn it! Yeah, see right there. See.
Just say Caper.
I am Caper.
Capper. I fucked you up. I'm sorry. I fucked you up.
So it's Caper, right?
It's Caper.
Caper. So yeah, so I'll see certain things, and numbers even horrible. I look at a tape measure, and it'll say 12 foot and 3/4 inches. I'll end up having like 1 and 22 thirds. It's really it's a crazy thing.
Caper says that he's going to do a live stream test this week, and also a body man and a maintenance man could be a fun show.
I'll tell you what, I think the man right here.
Annie says you're going to call him Camper.
All right. Okay. I'm not going to, honestly, dude, I'll try to get your name right, but honestly, the man with IM4 Caper. Yeah, it's Caper. Okay, I think that would really be an awesome video, man.
I think so too.
I think it really would. And then also sometime when you get a chance, you got to show me how to do this shit. I mean, I could rip a 4020 John Deere apart, a 426 turbo diesel, no problem. But this technology shit, of course, when I grew up, we didn't have cell phones. If that tells you my age.
Well,
people your age.
You're a little bit older than me, but the first computer I learned in school was a fucking Mac, floppy disk, and like technology developed so rapidly for me, I couldn't keep up. I couldn't. By the time I was in middle school, there's so many different fucking computers and shit. It wasn't worth it, So like now I'm playing catch up, but it's hard. It is hard.
Well, and I know you're right. I remember I was growing up.
Everyday Fleet Tech just jumped on.
Oh, Everyday Fleet Tech.
Yeah, there we go.
Buddy. How's it going, buddy?
The first PC was the VIC-20.
Okay, believe it or not, one of the first computers we dealt with in high school was something from like fucking 1945. It took a whole damn room.
And 2 discs to boot it up.
But actually, I remember at one time the Commodore 64 was one of the Mac Daddies, and we're talking, dude. I was a little kid then, and of course actually it didn't even use a floppy. It actually used a cassette tape.
Cassette?
Yeah, a cassette tape, right? The same thing you used to make fucking mixtapes out of, right? IBM was another one, yeah, and but even clear up to
your nephew's gonna.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah.
I'll deal with my nephew in a little bit.
He said
Ducttapetech.
Yeah. Yeah. What's up?
Is your nephew there right now?
Yeah. Actually, he's in the house right now. Yeah.
Bring him in.
Bring him in. All right. She's gonna grab her. While she's done, let me grab a beer.
All right, so we're gonna have Ducttapetech and Ducttapetech in the same live stream. I also there's some comments that like get held up for review. I don't know why, but I have to put some mods on here. But Max B, thank you for joining us. Caper, DCG, Everyday Fleet Tech. I really appreciate it. One person who's not here is Junk from Work. Where's he?
I know. I was kind of hoping Junk from Work would be here, but anytime Junk from Work, it's probably about where he's at. He's probably
just piled shit on him.
It's Junk from Work is probably from where we're at now. So he lives in the frozen shithole of Hoth in Canada.
Well, wait, hold on. Before we shit on Canada, I assume you start YouTube because of AVE. Is that true?
What's that now?
Yes, it is true.
What is that?
Did you start YouTube because of AVE?
No.
No.
Actually, when I first started, if you ever watched my very first channel or my very first video, believe it or not, it was actually a bushcrafting deal. and I was showing people an alternative version to how to use the ferro rod.
Oh, that's right.
That's right.
Now, however, I am a fan of AVE. Very big fan of AVE. But no, that's not how I started my channel. Was not because of AVE. Actually, when I first started it was a trick that I had figured out, and I thought that I should just share it. You know,
Max B.
But all right, my nephew here, Ducttapetech 1, he's right here.
I'm gonna take a picture. I'll be right back. Ducktapetech 1, tell us what you got.
Say what?
Tell us what you got.
What he's got?
Not much, honestly.
By
Hey, buddy.
it's 6 o'clock where Jump from work's at.
What's
Okay,
that?
6 o'clock from junk work where he's at now. Yeah, that guy's eating dinner.
Hey, sure, now.
Also, apparently, DCG likes a lot of porn.
I am okay. I'm going to say this right this time around. For I am Copper.
Or paper.
Yeah. Copper, paper.
I do like you, Capper, too. Hey, where's Ducktapetech? Where's Ducktapetech?
Okay, the
I'm
reason,
right here.
All right,
yeah.
Ducktapetech, what do you have coming up on your YouTube channel?
I plan on doing some videos with him, but other than that, not much. I haven't really planned anything.
So you're just gonna throw shit up?
Pretty fucking much.
Yeah, he's still in school yet. I mean, he's still in school yet, so.
I mean, this man is peeing in a bottle. DCG says.
I peed in a bottle on my live stream last week, so.
Caper says, thanks for the love, everyone.
Caper's a good dude, man. Like, he really is. I like how he does his videos, and he's like, fucking likes are free, leave one.
Actually, you remember the show Red Green?
Yeah.
You remember the show Red Green? All right, Red Green is absolute my hero, right? Dude, and I gotta tell you right now, when I see Caper, I get a little bit of the Red Green show out of that. Not necessarily the stupid crazy shit like I'm doing, but I get a little bit of that the Red Green show out of Caper's channel.
Yeah, Caper has a nice little channel there, man. Like, all his content's really good. It's like you. Like, I like channels that invite you to come be a part of something, and
Right.
that's always a great, like, Junk from Work. Like he drives me nuts because he is better than AVE. AVE fucking he built himself up. He did a great job, but he built himself up too big, and he doesn't do what he used to do. He goes off on random shit, and you're like, oh, this is boring. But like Junk from Work, he has the potential to tap into what you want AVE to be. So like me personally, he won a contest on my channel. I sent him some tools, but I sent him some extra tools, and I would like people to send him extra tools or whatever. It doesn't matter what it is, like a drill or something that broke. Send it up to him, let him take it apart and try and fix it and see what's inside. That's what he needs to be doing.
Right. See, when I first started watching AVE, man, I remember AVE was like, dude, he didn't have like maybe 10,000 subscribers. And his and I learned it. And don't get me wrong, I've learned a lot of stuff from AVE. Yep. But the problem is with the big channel is once they get so big, because before I had that interaction with them, like we're having now,
right?
And well, not necessarily what we're doing now, but like if I made a comment, the comment was answered. Now I know once you get so big, you can't answer every comment, but they got to the point where you know, you kind of, I mean, I still watch them, but I don't feel
the connection.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, connect exactly the connection.
He
And
in high school,
yeah,
CNC, and that's what he's into. And like he does like a tool review here and there, but like it's not enough. Like I want to see more from him on tool reviews.
right. Well, same thing. He's used to do tool reviews, but the other thing too is like the thing I loved about him is because like you know he would tear a tool down, right, and then you know he talked about all the angry pixies, right, the MOSFETs, the resistors, right. You know he was tearing into these tools exactly. It wasn't just a tool review or I speak English. A tool review. He broke it down actually how this shit works. John from work, for instance, because he tries to tell you, you know, the transverse triangle and stuff like that, you know, Ohm's law, and it starts to he showed how this shit actually worked, and then it got to a point where
he stopped. He didn't want it anymore.
You know,
so I have an update for Chad.
He did not. He never became a show reviewer, but like
no, he's not a show reviewer.
Yeah, he's not. When he brings on a tool, it's just for him to get likes and ads. And
Yeah, it seems like it. And the other thing I used to love to watch him for was the actual the machinist part, right? Because that's one thing I always wish I could have was like, you know,
CNC machine,
crapped out fucking a Bridgeport, you know, fucking milling machine, right? I mean, who the hell would not love to be able to hound out their own fucking pistons, you know? And I loved used to watch it for that, but he's not a shill. That's one thing I won't give him. He's not a shill.
He's not. But
right now, I mean, he'll tell somebody to go fuck off and go fuck their hat. Yeah, you know, I mean, but at the same time, it's kind of like,
But here, let me ask you this: does junk from work kind of like give you new hope in that kind of genre of video?
Yeah, because he does because
he does like great reviews on small shit that you can think of.
Yeah, exactly. Because the thing is with ABE is, I mean, yes, I mean he's talking about some big shit, but let's face it, this is some big shit. In my lifetime, I'll never be able to. I'm not going to be able to run a CNC. You know, well, like here lately, he's got that big, huge CNC machine he's got.
You could.
Dude, I'm not going to own that damn thing in my fucking shop or in my barn.
Can I take a picture real quick just to ask him?
What's that?
Sarah, can I take a picture real quick?
What's that? Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. Keep
go for it.
AV though, because you have a good sense of AV, and you can.
I love AVE, but he got to the point where he's.
Well, let's do a real quick thing here.
Pulling people like me behind.
Apparently,
okay.
DCG said that that he's got a potty mouth for a maple leaf, and I thought he said he had a pretty mouth, and I was like, I've been laughing my ass off about that. Apparently, also, junk from work is too pretty to be a hand model.
I don't know, although he did say he wanted to be a hand model.
Well, you know, Everyday Fleet says he stopped watching 90% of tool channels. Most of it's BS. He's making a video on that.
Who said that?
Everyday Fleet Tech.
Everyday Fleet Tech. I kind of agree with him because I'm really tired of the fanboy kind of thing. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, if like Makita made this really sweet tool and Crest made this really sweet tool, that's fine. But I'm getting a little tired of the. If it's not Makita, you're a fucking pussy. You know, I'm kind of getting a little tired of that.
I think if you you got to use tools for what tools are, and I mean, it's not like cheaper tools.
Well, I'm just saying it, and I
sacrilege or something, because some tools just go.
Well, another thing I love is like MollyTool.org. Don't get me wrong. I mean,
it does get a little sometimes.
You got Molly tools, right? But I'm getting tired of telling me that my fucking surge is junk, even though I have saved countless cattle and animals and horses with this fucking thing.
And fixed God knows how many around the house.
Like a lot of your videos, I love how you use the surge, because
he
uses that thing
in my pickup truck just for the reasons that you show, because like you can use it for anything electrical.
Well, the thing of it is, and I use it a lot for troubleshooting. Actually, I was thinking that way back when we were talking with the troubleshooting. Right, I know that tool, my multi-tool, the Leatherman Surge, is not going to fix every fucking thing in the world. It is a multi-tool.
And I'd like to know when has a tool that's been around as long as Leatherman. You know, how do you get that that's a shitty tool? Like, just because they make new stuff doesn't mean the old stuff. Well,
and that's what we were getting ready to about the tool reviews, because now, Victorinox, nothing against Swiss Army knife, which is Victorinox. I love the old Swiss Army knives, man. When I was a kid, that's what I used to, before, these came out,
So wait. Apart pages. Did you get Campmore magazine?
Say, what magazine was it again?
Campmore. Campmor. Campmore.
Okay, I do seem to remember that magazine. And do you remember Smoky Mountain Knife Works?
Yes, I do.
Yes. Okay, yeah. Actually, believe it or not, the very first multi-tool I ever bought in my life was from Smoky Mountain Knife Works, man. I remember working in the hay fields as a little kid, man, and I bought myself a Swiss Army knife, man, I thought it was the biggest shit ever. That in the mag light,
And by the way,
we're talking, years ago.
JT that he's going to, he's got a model 1911. He's going to clean and shoot on his channel.
Okay.
He wanted maintenance man to know that.
Okay, maintenance man, he's talking to Ducttapetech one. One of his things he wants to do, you got a hold of a Ducttapetech one. He got a hold of a 22 45 frame 22 pistol. He wants to clean and get it cleaned up, get it running. He wants to do that on his channel.
Your dog is an ass.
I say two things about pistols and guns there, because do you have guns? I assume Ducttapetech, you do.
So fucking many. It's like an arsenal in here.
I have enough firearms to
start a revolution.
That's all you have to say right there. You cut it off.
Okay, well, here's the thing. Most people say I have enough firearms to start to arm a third world country. No, fuck that shit.
Stop.
I got enough firearms to arm fucking England. Become the pacified country anymore.
They need it because they're such bitches over there. Fucking. Would you
Sparky 415. We're not calling you a bitch.
Dude, yeah, he is. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I do apologize for that comment, because that.
Well, no, I did too, but
you and I both comment a lot with him.
Right, but seriously though, there's been a lot of.
Just because the country's crap.
A lot of these countries, man, I hate saying it, they're losing. Okay, that's a different subject. But anyways, let's get back to the firearms.
You don't want to get him started on that.
I do have some firearms.
All right. Well, so I was going to say that I'm not a firearm type person. I don't own any. But like when my grandfather died, he left me and my brother a Browning 5-shot semi-automatic rifle, which is fucking awesome to shoot.
Right.
If you never shot a semi-automatic rifle, it puts the power of God in your hands. It does.
Right.
And
oh, sorry.
Well, no, you guys go. You guys.
Well, just Caper wants to know what everybody's got on the books for upcoming videos. He also says for Duct Tape to plead the fifth, and Everyday Fleet says
Ryobi made a really nice hot glue gun. Yeah, they did.
any items.
Okay, when it comes to firearms, and some I'm not going to specify because
Oh, why not?
I'm just not.
Okay.
However, I will tell you, a lot of my firearms I do collect. And you talk about semi-automatic, man. I will mention one. It's called the M1 Grand,
Okay.
which is the rifle that the Americans used in World War II in Korea. I have one. Dude, it's a beautiful rifle, but a lot of the firearms I have, I don't shoot very often.
Ooh, you have
because
your birthday gun.
One,
Yeah.
the ammo is just too expensive, but two, these are old war relics. So I got an old Mosin gun, I have an old M1, and I'm talking about the old guns I own. They're pieces of history. You know,
Shooting
from
duct tape.
you know, every once in a while, I bust them out, knock the dust off of them, make sure they're clean, shoot a few rounds through them. You know, they're all World War Ones or ones, twos, and Korea. They're old military American history. That's what they are, and they're beautiful and they're accurate. The M1 Grand is a 30-06. You jam that damn clip in that thing, semi-automatic, dude, it don't even buck.
You're not gonna talk
You
about
know.
it.
Now, however, another gun I have, which is a replica, which is an 1861 Springfield, my wife got for me quite a few years back.
Our first anniversary.
Which is the gun is a replica of the gun that was used in the American Civil War, which is 1861 Springfield rifle. And actually, there's a few other things, but it's a black powder. You know, you got to pour the barrel, the powder down the barrel, ram the rod down, the bullet down in there, jam it. Love that gun, hands down, one of my favorite, and I use it for deer hunting.
And Everyday Fleet says I'm a fan of modern stuff, AR-15, AKM,
Right.
Stuff like that.
Now, I'm not going to when it comes to fire my more modern stuff.
That's
Yes.
fine. You don't have to.
I mean, now, yes, there it is. That's I got,
Oh my God, I have more.
my 9mm, self-defense, personal carry, I'm not going to get too much into that. I do have some more modern firearms that would mess some shit up, but the thing of it is, though, that's more a self-defense. And actually, one of them, believe it or not, I've killed more coyote with a freaking AR.
No, he wants to show that's the one he's gonna.
The 5.56. Which not necessarily an AR, actually a Ruger, the Ruger platform 5.56, and I use it more for hunting. I mean,
Everyday Fleet carries a Glock 19 daily. Congratulations!
Congratulations, Everyday Fleet.
Attaboy.
1911, Glock 19, 1911. I'm sorry.
32.
No, that's a nice gun.
And a Mossberg 500 and a lever action 22.
But actually, the gun my Ducttapetech was talking about, he's wanting to refurbish and get cleaned up, is actually, I don't know if you can see it or not.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay. It's based off the 1911 Colt 45, but it's a 22. Him and we got to clean it up. Of course, this is a target pistol. Get it cleaned up. Get it functioning. It needs a little bit of work, but we got a hold of it. But yeah, I do like to shoot guns, and I like to blow shit up. Safely. I mean, you just can't just willy-nilly just you got to be safe with firearms, man. I mean, safety first, man.
Is it a Henry or a Morton that I have? It's a Henry, right? Henry, right?
Yes.
You just don't. That was a lever action and.
So you don't shoot any firearms at all, or didn't own any, or well, besides that, the Browning you said.
So I've shot the Browning. I've shot a Glock, or Glock, handgun, and I have some hollow point BB gun that my wife even shoots and kills squirrels with them on her bird feeders.
Right.
Which is awesome.
No,
like the first time she picked one up, I put in like serious hollow point bullets, and she picked up my BB gun. It was zeroed in perfectly, and there's a squirrel up on the bird feeder. And she goes, and it just, the blood, brains, everything blew out. It fell to the ground. I was like, great shot, right out the window.
now, don't I gotta ask? Did you eat the squirrel?
I did not. I threw it over the hill for the raccoons, and I don't mind chipmunks eating the feed. Just squirrel.
Dude, you didn't eat the squirrel? Oh my God, dude! You get 4 or 5 squirrels, man. That's good eating, man.
Yes.
I don't want to sound like the hillbilly bumpkin there, but I'm telling you, the squirrel, man, is good eating, man.
I wanted to turn it into a stew, but my wife,
Squirrel's awesome.
she felt bad enough shooting it, like I didn't want to make her eat it too.
Yeah.
Fish.
Now, squirrels are good eating if you get 3 or 4 of them.
Especially when you're camping.
I had I killed a flying squirrel, came into my attic for like a week,
Right.
and those are loud. They're loud. They jump around. They're fucking annoying, and it landed in a rat trap and died. And but yeah, they'll fuck shit up, man.
They will. Actually, a flying squirrel. I mean, I don't want to kill an animal needlessly, but no, if you're not careful, man, they will.
Yeah.
They're just like a mouse or a rat, man. They will tear shit up, chew wires up. Yeah, no, they can be very, very bad.
I couldn't have it up there anymore. It was like I think my son was under a year old. My daughter was probably like 3, and it was just keeping them up all night. And my wife said, you gotta kill it. So I bought some rat traps, threw them up there, set them, and the next day, fucking dead.
Yeah, good deal.
Dave Fleet says he's a hunter. He lives off the land as much as possible, which I know you'll love.
Right. Over there, Fleet.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fucking live with Ducttapetech. I can't believe this, man. I can't believe this happened.
No, this is awesome, man. I've had a blast. And holy shit, man. It's 10 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock already, man.
Fucking
And we're sending it, dude.
Sending it.
Fuck yeah, it's awesome, man.
I like on your Vice, man. You just send it.
Yes,
That's not the only thing that says send it, but yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
did you buy a new drill yet, or are you still fucking around with that?
No, actually, that's a question. I was going to ask you through private messaging, whatever. I was at Slows the other day, and they had a Black and Pecker. They had the drill, impact, the circular saw. They had 4 or 5 different. I can't remember all the tools now. Battery operated, obviously.
Yeah,
and of course they were all 18-volt lithium. Yeah, 18-volt, maybe 20.
20.
I was pretty sure it was 18, but they were lithium. And they had the whole damn thing for 300 fucking dog hairs, man.
300.
And then there's it's like, I kind of want to maybe get Milwaukee or maybe Ryobi or something. DCG, buddy, we'll catch you later, man.
Yeah, DCG, thanks for coming, brother. I appreciate it. Catch you on the next one.
So, but there's part of me I thought about going black with Dagger again. Because that drill, man, that Firestorm, man, has not let me down, dude. And I'm going to tell you right now, dude, I gave it some hot suppers, abused it, send it. I've treated that thing like a fucking $2 whore on the first of the month, man. I'm telling you, I have been mean to that thing, and it's always done the job.
If he revs a tool, he's super hard on stuff. So if he says it's a good tool, it'll last.
You know, and now I've sent that drill through some shit that it should have never survived. And I'm gonna tell you right now, and I love your guys' testing, because dude, when you in the weekend like it smokes out of the tool, I gotta tell you, man, I fucking love it. And but no, this thing's
getting a DeWalt XR.
Is it? All right.
A DeWalt XR.
Oh, nice. So
DeWalt XR it's
uh,
brushless, so it's decent stuff. I mean, that's the one thing I like about my channel is I'll just test stuff and run it against each other, and whatever happens. Like this week, I bought for $100 a 12-volt Makita drill driver, and I put it up against my own Milwaukee drill driver, and the Makita blew it out of the park.
Right. Well, Makita, and actually, I got to tell you, I ran Makita before, man. I have a corded Makita drill from 2001. Now it's corded. Don't get me wrong. I mean, those are two different beasts. But I got that Makita drill, man, that my grandfather got in 2001. And I want to tell you right now, man, dude, that thing still fucking sends it hard. You can't kill that fucking thing.
And Makita, just for anyone who wants to know, is privately owned. Like, they've been owned by the same people for 75 years. And I don't know where it's made specifically, but you know, that's quality right there. Just
right. And another thing too about Makita, man, years ago, well, about the same damn time, man, Makita was making chainsaws.
Yeah.
I don't know if they do now or not. They were making chainsaws, and I want to tell you right now, dude, I am a steel fan, right? German engineering, even though it's over fucking engineered, but needless to say, man, the old, well, at the time, the old 041s. Now I got the old school Farm Boss now. I've been rocking for the last 15 damn years. But yeah, I ran a couple Makitas, man. And I'm gonna tell you right now, man, it fucking send it just as hard as a fucking steel, man. And dude, and my dad's got one. He's been rocking that damn thing for fucking 12, 13 damn years, and it's still, dude, you fucking push fuel on it, primes the bulb up 4 or 5 times, and this damn thing fucking gives it, you know.
That's still that you run. I really like the you have a chain cover with the accessories right on it. That's fucking awesome.
Caper says, "Quit being cheap bastards and leave a fucking like." And Ducttapetech just got a new sub.
Okay, who did I get a new sub from?
Fleet.
Okay, Fleet. Oh yeah, Fleet. Fleet.
Thank you.
Everyday Fleet Tech.
Everyday Fleet Tech. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. And then I am for
just a Caper.
Caper.
4 a.m. Caper.
I'm not that cheap of a bastard, but I do get a kick out when you call me a cheap bastard. I fucking love it, man.
I was talking about liking the videos.
Yeah. No, I like his videos, man.
No. Putting the like on this video.
Oh, this video? Oh, okay. Dude. He's dude, man. He really is.
So I gotta ask you though, like, so from me and you both run chainsaws. If a homeowner is like, I want to buy a chainsaw for my home, what inch and what kind would you recommend?
Okay, okay.
Average Joe homeowner.
Okay, right. I would say if you're just the occasional, branch comes down, whatever, anything from 12 to, 12 to maybe 16 inch.
Yeah.
I don't know what all the new steels and whatever, the CCs and shit that's going on now. But dude, if you run 12,
What if you're cutting
16
firewood?
inch,
Like if you're
a little bit of firewood, the tree branch falls down on you, in your yard. Yeah, something like that. You don't need a, a huge crazy, even 12 inch even. If you're just putting in trees or you don't need a huge, damn, yeah, no, even 12 inch, 12 inch bar or a little, chainsaw, that's,
You can do a lot with 12 inches.
that's what she said. So, something like that, if you're talking like you have an acre, the typical home gamer, Now, like me, dude, there's times I have a tree falls across one of my fence lines, I have to keep animals in or animals out.
Right.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm rocking 18-inch bar
All day long.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm doing, but for the most case, 12, 60,
So
14 inch, whatever, I mean, that's probably more enough for most people.
my first
small tree.
was and I still have it. It's a Craftsman 18-inch, and that thing. So when I first bought my house, I had a log burning fireplace. I have recently turned it over to gas because there's a gas line for my wife to make it easy. But that 18-inch Craftsman, I used it hard for 5 years, and then it sat for 3 years. I took it over to my brother's house because he wanted to cut down a tree, and that fucking thing fired up first time I pulled it. And I was amazed by that. But yeah, 14-inch type chainsaw, gas or whatever, that will get like your regular home gamer type stuff done. I bought an older home light. I think it's 28-inch. And I'm gonna make a few videos this summer using it.
Yeah, no, if you're doing something like, I said 10 or 12, 16 inch.
Somewhere in there for like the home gamers, perfect.
Right, yeah. If you're just taking care of the loose branch that fell in your yard, stuff like that. Now, if you're doing like firewood, you're like a farm setting, like this big damn tree comes down, or if you're doing serious firewood, you're going to start getting to 18, 20, 24. Yeah, you're going to, because you're splitting the wood, whatever. Yeah, of course you're getting beyond the home gamer there. I mean that's. But anything. 12, 14, 16 inch. Yeah, that should be.
Ducttapetech says nice tattoo, maintenance man.
By the way, Ducttapetech says Juan says nice tat, man.
Which one? I have a few.
Yeah. Actually, I was going to say I'm not sure what he was talking about. Which one?
Ducttapetech. Let's see. Nice tattoos at the maintenance. All right, everyone. Every single one I have is nice.
All of them.
Now, he says all of them. And actually, I do have to apologize. I was hoping to do this in my shop, but our internet don't have enough jam. So we're kind of doing it in a hobby room right here, whatever, guest room, whatever. So I was kind of hoping to do the, where you see all my tools and all my junk behind me, like junk from work does, but.
Oh, fuck him with his big tool chest behind him, right?
Yeah, well, because that is cool. But no, I got my. Now, don't get me wrong. I love my roll top desk. But no, I was kind of hoping to do it in the shop. But yeah, our internets just don't quite have the deal.
Mine doesn't either. Do you have your surge on you?
Yes, I do.
Always.
Always have my Surge.
Please give a demo. Please.
All right. You see it?
Yeah?
Because I'm guessing. All right, that's open. Well, the thing I love about the Surge is outside tools are one-handed opening. So there's your blade. There's serrated blade.
Also fully black oxide.
Black oxide tactical. Now, however, you see the green going on here. I don't know if you can see that or not. That is not stock. I did that myself. Anyways, pair of scissors. And then this blade here, you can have a diamond file on here, or you can have a wood saw. Once you get into the inside of her, of course, obviously you got the 154 CM carbide cutters on, and trust me, each barbed wire alive.
Does that have a spring action, or is it just clip?
It's like a regular pair of pliers, man. You got to run her by hand, all manual.
I think that's the way to go with the multi-tools. I saw, do you follow Wrangler Star?
Okay, yeah. I used to at one time, but he is way worse than AVE to me.
Yeah, he is.
He's sold out. He's a shill. To me, I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but he is a shill sellout. But anyways, go ahead.
No, here's the thing with him is I think he just did the cheapest Amazon multi-tool video, and he did a pretty good job on it. It was made pretty well, you know. It wasn't too bad, could get you by.
Right.
The thing that bothers me about him is he gets offended so easily, and that drives me nuts. Like AVE couldn't give a fuck about what you think, but Wrangler Star, he like, I do like his videos, I really do. I think he's a positive guy to watch. He fully admits that he's like a complete DIYer, but he's like one of the really good DIYers. But he gets offended so easily by like negative comments. It drives me nuts.
Right. Yeah. I used to watch that guy, and then, man, I don't know, man. Actually, I ended up unsubscribing to the guy. It got so bad because it was shill videos. I mean, somebody send him something, and and it just, and I don't really like splurting that out, saying, "Oh, you're just a shill video guy" or whatever, and but he kind of did, and he's trying to compare. Well, it's not the first time he's done it, but he's trying to compare some kind of shit knife or a shit gun or whatever because somebody gave it to him a review because he gets money from it, and it was fucking junk, and I mean, like, in the literal sense, cheap Chinesium, junk. And I got to a point I actually had to unsubscribe from the guy. I mean, he just, I used to follow him for a while, but so I said, like you said perfectly, AVE, he doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't do some people don't send him shit. He just does what he does.
If people send AVE stuff, it's going to be an honest review. He's going to tell you what's going to fail, and like that's his whole shtick. Is like he's going to just, like, it could be very, very good quality stuff, but he's going to tell you, hey, this is the failure rate on it. This is what's going to fail first.
Right.
If it does that, check that out.
Right. I used to love following Wrangler Star, and maybe straightened out or whatever. But yeah, actually, I got to a point I had to quit watching him. He just, I don't know, man. I mean, sometimes he nails it, and other times, I mean, you tell it's a sellout.
Yeah, it's definitely a 50-50 chance on what he can produce on there.
Well, and we're talking about tools earlier. I mean, Makita makes great stuff, certain things. DeWalt makes certain things. I don't think there's one tool company that rules everything.
No,
It's like the Cobalt, man. The hand tools, like my ratchets and my, sockets, stuff like that. I've never had, not once have they ever failed me, except that one time where I may or may not have used a 4-foot cheater on. But using them right, and let's face it, I can snap a snap-on just as fast as I can a Cobalt or a Craftsman or whatever, because God knows I broke a shit ton of tools doing stupid shit. And, but you gotta do what you gotta do, man. You're in the bind, and but there are like there are certain things that do tend to reign supreme, and when somebody tries to say that a cheap Chinesium barely made out of fucking stainless steel, it turns around and tries to tell me this thing, they could barely open up a can, cut a rope, cut wire, and turn around and tell me this thing is better than a fucking made in America fucking Leatherman surge, and I have saved cattle with this fucking thing. And I cut barbed wire with this thing, this and that. You're going to tell me this piece of shit is... No, dude. That's like trying to tell me this butter knife is way better than a fucking K-bar. You know what I mean?
Well, here's the thing. So I've been thinking lately, we all know where cordless tools are made. They're all made in China, right?
China or Taiwan. If you're lucky, Taiwan.
Right. So if you really want to save America in American tools, it's in the hand tools, because there's a lot of companies that do make, like Stanley is an American hand tool company that isn't expensive, that you can buy into, that for my job, maintenance work, is perfect. And I think that's where most people spend their money, big money, mechanics and stuff, is on hand tools.
Right.
So I think if you're buying hand tools American, then you're helping out the cause. Cordless tools, it really doesn't give a fuck where you buy them from, because even if you buy DeWalt, they're slapped together in America. There's like some guy named Juan that puts a screw
in. Yeah. Well, actually, to quote a movie was Russian parts, American parts, all made in fucking Taiwan. And that, actually, it's interesting you said that, because hand tools is what I use the most. Yes, I do use battery somewhat. You're building a porch, you're fixing a roof on your shop or a shed or whatever. And no, you're right there. But like I said, I ran Cobalt a lot, and that's the crazy thing, because when I go to Slows, I call them Lowe's, but it's Lowe's. Not to make fun of anybody, but let's face it, they're fucking slow.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about their service. I'm talking about their fucking mental capabilities. So like and that's the weird thing, is because a lot of Cobalts I said I have right now maybe it's different now, but I'm rocking a set of Cobalts that my wife got me from years ago that says stamp made in the United States of America, yes. USA. And then you run across maybe some cheap screws made in Taiwan. But when it gets down to electronics like battery operated, really, it gets down to it. You're right, man.
Well,
they are. They're made in Asia, fucking somewhere.
One thing I'm gonna say though, I bought those tools because when we first started seeing each other, when you're trying to work on a baler or work on the tractor, and he's hunting for a socket, and he might have this one or that one, and So I went to Lowe's and I talked to the guy and I said, look, I want something that's affordable, but I want something that if he breaks it, I can bring it back, no problem. And Cobalt was, getting pretty popular at the time. But the thing that I liked the most was that it was made in the States. I didn't want, I wanted nice tools that were affordable, and they were, that would last him, because he's hard on shit. I mean, if you've seen any of his videos, he's hard on shit. And these things have really held up. Out of the 153 pieces or whatever it was that came in that pack, I think he's only ever broken one. So, and that happens when you put a 4-foot cheater bar on a 3/8" ratchet, but
or a half inch
or whatever. And
take over there. I used to
take over. Okay.
Take over.
All right. Well, fine. And there was one other thing I wanted to go back to the Leatherman conversation, because you said something about the spring opening.
Yeah.
And let's see if I can do this, because I don't want to be on camera, but can you see?
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay, so this is a Leatherman Sidekick. It is small enough for chicky hands.
Yes.
It's spring loaded. I love that. It's got a nice amount of tools. I mean, it fits really good in your hand. It's got just enough tools to be useful, and it was pretty inexpensive.
So,
but I like the size of the weight. Say that again?
Do you keep that on you?
Yeah, when I'm out on the farm, yes, I do.
So
I've cut wire. I've done, I used to help him all the time. Before I got sick, I used to help him do, the hay and the farming and all that stuff. And my little hands apparently will get into where his hands can't. Because he's got giant sausage fingers.
So you like using that though on the farm and stuff that fits for you?
I absolutely love it. It's a super lightweight and it's super small. And I mean, I've got fairly small hands really. And for a girl, I mean, the tools come out real easily. Like you guys, you've got tougher fingers than we do. And like, I mean, I keep my nails long and I can still get these tools out without that, without messing them up. So see if you're worried about your manicure. But yeah, it's a very good tool to use. I've always been real impressed with it. It's my Sidekick.
Oh, Sidekick and Wingman is actually a very nice tool if you're just
yeah, and I think the difference is what between the Sidekick and the Wingman?
The knife blade, one is serrated, the other knife is straight edge. The one has a wood saw and the other one is
and the other thing is, like, they open one-handed. The tools do, even in my small hands. It's got a wicked couple blades on it, let me tell you.
Now,
but yeah,
cordless tools, as a woman, what cordless tools do you use?
I use a Black & Decker drill I have that I keep in my craft room all the time.
It's not black.
It's not? Yeah, it is. Asshole.
Cobalt.
Mine is not. It's orange and black, dickhead.
It's not Cobalt.
The fuck? Could be an asshole.
Actually, no, I'm fucking with her now. Sorry, I'm fucking with her now.
No,
she does have a Black & Decker, which actually a 1/4 inch drill sends it pretty good. Now, however, my brother does have a 1/4 inch Cobalt. That sends it pretty damn good.
I also use it's not cordless, but I also use a flex shaft.
Oh,
quite a bit.
Yeah.
I do just about every craft you could possibly imagine. So sometimes I do wire work. Sometimes I do knitting, drawing. I mean, you name it, I do it. When I got sick, I have a lot of time down, so I have to do things.
All right, every day Fleet Tech said I have 3 tool chests in my hobby room.
So yeah, I mean, I use a lot of well, not a lot of tools, but I also have a jigsaw out in the shop, and I use tools.
Everyday Fleet Tech, do you work show channels here?
I don't think we're shill channels because
Fuck that.
yeah, nobody's fucking paying me to say Rascal Meyer finger finding nut fucker
I have a question.
is a you know.
Maybe I'm retarded.
But he is right. But there's a lot of channels out there,
Can
man.
you explain to me what a shill channel is?
Okay, shill.
What you're talking
Okay,
about.
shill is somebody who sells out. Okay, you have maintenance man and you have junk from work, and I am for caper. All right, so you know everybody's doing our thing, and I do love my Leatherman.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you right now, you know, Leatherman's not paying me to say, hey,
shitty tools
right, you know. Now I'm going to tell you right now. If I was paying me, I'd shut their fucking cord right now. Well, okay, no, I wouldn't.
Yeah, you would.
But no, I do like Leatherman. I think it's a good quality tool, but
I do too.
But it's great for when you're in a pinch or you know whatever. But the shill tool is like say
they're plugging a shitty tool for money.
Okay, well we'll say Milwaukee.
Yeah.
They send me a tool, right? Say the their the M what is it, the M 12, whatever it's called. Or their fucking ink saw, right?
Okay.
Wait. So, I will say one thing about that. Right? So the ink saw, the marker is very good with tile work because you can actually scribble on a wet surface compared to Sharpie. But,
Sharpie, and actually,
that's cool.
I can't remember. For love of God, I just saw the guy's video. Actually, he just posted one where he's showing all the what he could do with this thing. It's way better. It is a little bit better than Sharpie, but what makes it a shill is.
Well, if you can write on wet surfaces, that's pretty fucking awesome.
All right, but what makes it a shill is like, okay, so say that company, say Milwaukee, sent this thing and they give it to me for free, but you get it for free, whether it's a ink saw, a sawzall, whatever. Just make sure we get a good review out of it.
So it's just plug in shitty tools.
Right. Yeah, you know, that's not saying the actual tool could be shitty or not, because the ink saw actually was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
What was that?
Dave is the channel, and he did like a 20-minute video.
Me again. That's me again. Done it.
Yeah, and the ink saw didn't like turn out amazingly better than Sharpie, but it did in certain circumstances. It did work better.
Yeah, it did, but my point is like, you know, we give you this tool, you can have it. Just make sure we get a good review. And then me again actually did it like legitimately, like you know, it wasn't a show video. Yeah, it was his honest opinion. He fucking showed it. And he got it done. Me again. I couldn't think of that. Anybody else would have said, you know, it didn't matter. He was going to make sure it worked no matter what. Because he gets, you know, they get free shit.
Recently, I did that video that said Ryobi sucks. But it was really about, you know, I bought my first Ryobi kit for $100, and it came with a drill, a flashlight, a sawzall, and a circ saw, and they all still work 10 years later.
Right. Well, now that was kind of cool the way he done it. He said because Ryobi sucks.
Yeah.
And it was actually the vacuum.
Okay.
But
what the shit did I do?
But like the point was in my video, and what I think was amazing was that was like the most viewed video I ever had, and just recently, like within the last few days, I got my first thumbs down from somebody who probably did not watch the video, and like how I praised Ryobi. Like, you know, I think if you're going into general contractor type work, you could buy right and run it all day long.
Right. Now, however, you said thumbs down. I want to tell you right now, you know you fucking made it big when you got thumbs down. I got almost just as many thumb downs as I do thumbs up. You know what? And them fuckers, and they keep thumbing you down, but they keep giving you views. Fuck them.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
You know what? I got to tell you, I'm just as enjoyed when I get a thumbs down as much as I do a thumbs up.
I do too. And I leave them. I let them stay up. I did one on my electrical bag, and I kind of showed how if you're changing a live outlet, you have two needle nose pliers so you can crimp and then twist your connections around. The guy, the one comment was like, "You're apparently not a licensed electrician." It's like, no shit, I'm not. I'm fucking apartment maintenance.
Dude, you know what? Fuck them. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now. Dude, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm not a licensed electrician, but I'm gonna tell you right now. I've messed with some stuff. Dude, 220 and better. I want to tell you right now, you don't want to get hit by this shit. But at OU, man, you know, all these guys here, these guys are building maintenance specialists, is what they're called. And dude, you know, you shut the breaker down when you can. But I'm gonna tell you right now, why would I even try to wire, say, a fucking 220, well, 230 technically, hot water heater, when I could go over down the hallway and shut the fucking breaker off and then have some fucking twat tell me I'm not a fucking light. Well, no shit. But I'm also smart enough to know by OSHA's laws in the state of Ohio that you shut that fucking shit off before you even deal with it. Not because of your safety, because of anybody else's safety. You know, eat my ass.
A lot of people know that 120 volt or 110 or whatever is the most common, where people die from. Is the most.
Yeah, it is.
Because it grabs you and 220 will pull you backwards.
Exactly. You'll get, you know, like the higher the voltage, the more likely you are to survive somehow. But anyways, when you're in apartment maintenance and you're trying to figure out an intermittent problem that's popping the breaker, how can you not do it live? You have to do it live. You have to figure out what's going on.
Right, yeah. You kick your meter in, you know, you figure out what's going on.
Exactly.
Here's the thing that I think, I mean, sometimes it gets a little elitist, I think, because if you've done something long enough, how do you think people, before all this certification and licensing and shit, how do you think they did it before? You learn by doing it. Right. Just because you're certified to do some shit don't mean you can't do some shit.
Well, and actually, most stuff I learned how to do now, because I learned it from my grandfather, man. I mean, you know, my grandfather was, and actually my grandfather was a boiler engineer, man. I mean, you could run, you know. And, well, of course, he's, you know, he was a coal miner for a while, but we talked about the unions earlier. Mm-hmm. And, no, a lot of stuff I learned from my grandfather, and let's face it, most of it is apprentice work.
Yeah.
And, but yeah, you get these, I think you get some people on YouTube, I think what they do is they leave that stupid comment, like, you know, he's just talking about trying to make themselves feel fucking better or feel superior, you know, and dude, it's a troll. Fuck them, you know.
I left the comment up, and funny enough, like I looked at the comment and I talked to some of my electrician friends, and they're like, "You didn't do anything wrong. Like what you're explaining was correct." And so, like, I liked the comment. I put a heart next to it, and I left it there.
Right.
A day later, it was gone. I didn't delete it. But, you know, like, is some guy just, like, wanting to feel better about himself? I don't know.
Right, and actually, and that's the best thing to do. Dude, I've got a couple bad comments. Dude, seriously, I like it. I'll put the little heart beside it. You know, right? And I got one video, man. I got like 6, 7 hates on it. Eight hates on it. You know what? And every one of them, if they're still on there, dude, I loved every fucking one of them. That's how you deal with people like it, you know.
Yeah, leave it up there, and whatever they want to think, they can think, but kind of sorts itself out, you know.
It does. It does. Yeah, you know, screw them.
There's assholes all over the world. All they want to do is bitch and make people as miserable as they are. Fuck them. They ain't got no better to do than just like somebody else's video.
He was telling me something like, you got to like lock out on, you know, do a lockout on live electrical. I'm like, I'm a apartment maintenance. Like, you know, like it's nothing different than you do in your own house.
No.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. No. You get the meters out. You figure out what you need to do, and then now I don't know if you're anything like me, but once I figure out what the problem is, I like to shoot the juice off. I like to shut it off because I do not like getting shocked.
I do. But the only issue is sometimes you know we have a lot of tenants that are in college or working on their computers and stuff. Yeah, we'll tell them to save it, but you know I'll work on it live because not only is it you know good for repetition, but you know all the other stuff to troubleshoot whatever other problems make it. And usually it's an outlet sparking off a metal box, you know.
Right.
And I just need to know which one it is. So.
Right. Yeah. 100% agree with you. Yeah.
The way I see it, you're still alive, so you must be doing something right. You've got hair, so you haven't singed it all off. That's something.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's
you're still employed, so you must be doing your job.
Well, you know as well as I do, you got to leave stuff live to figure out what's going on. You know, I mean, you got to leave it live. You know, you figure out what's going on. Like I said, now most of the stuff I dealt with when I was farming and milking, everything ran off 220, right? The vacuum pump ran off 220. You know, the bulk tanks ran off 220 indefinitely. Now, the one thing I'm not good at, which I had people come in, was the actual. I guess technically the HVAC, I guess, would be, not as refrigeration, actually. Yeah. You know, okay, them guys got the tools in a jam to actually, you know, fill the compressors back up and stuff. I didn't have them kind of tools.
Right.
I couldn't have them kind of tools, you know. No, I paid that guy to do that. You know, I could tell what's wrong, but, you know. But no, once you figure out what the problem is, especially getting into 220, but, you know, once I figured out what the problem was going on, put the damn breaker. But now I done some stuff live, you know, like you said, hot water tank. Yeah, you get your 2 pliers insulated. Yeah, your screwdriver, you know, run a new wire, you put your new element in there or whatever, fuck it, you know, plumb it, you know, get out of there. But
well, what I've been doing recently is like add dishwashers into our apartments, and I run. You have to have a GFI next to the sink, so I run the dishwasher off the GFI. So if there's ever any issues, you can click it right there off, and you know the power's dead to the dishwashers.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, well, and actually, that's a regulation in Ohio. Anything that runs that has water around electric, it's an OSHA regulation too. I mean, yeah, it's got to be able to be tripped or, yeah. Now that fucktard there who's giving you some bad, I don't care who the fuck he is. I try to what? Okay. I don't always try to watch what I say because you can tell I'm not PC whatsoever, right?
You are. That's what I love about you, man.
But nah, fuck him. Whoever that guy was, he's just trying to make himself feel better because chances are he has no idea what the fuck he's talking about.
The world is entirely too PC. I think it's shit. I think people need their feelings hurt once in a while to knock their fucking ego down a little bit. I think common sense is what you need, but PC is bullshit.
I think he's an electrician being like, oh, I'm worried that this guy's teaching other people how to do shit, and I'm going to fucking say, no, you can't do it that way. You know, like.
Well, and the thing of it is, the guy didn't even. Well, the thing of it is, what the guy is, he didn't even say why you can't do that.
Right.
Right. Yeah, he didn't say like, okay, in the state of, I don't know, pick a state, fucking Indiana. You know, you can't do this because of this regulation. He never said that at all. You know, he just.
Well, no, he wasn't trying to be helpful. He's just trying to be a dick.
You know, like, you're fucking wrong. You're wrong.
Yeah, you know, no, he was being an ass. He didn't help nobody. Because he could have said, well, in the state of fucking, you know, fucking Mexico, California, cough, California.
Mexico.
So, you know, right. So he could have said, like, okay, look, by OSHA's laws in the state of California, which everything fucking causes cancer, he could have said, you know, hey, you know, you do this, you got to shut it off. You know, he didn't do that shit.
Well, wait a minute, though.
All he said was, you're an idiot, you know.
Even if you're not talking about regulations or professional shit, people do this all the time. And honestly, if you just say, okay, well, you did it that way, I wouldn't do it that way, and here's what I would do. Like, I mean, I don't know why people can't approach it like that anymore.
That's what I'm here. Hey, you know, and I'm fine with being told, hey, you're wrong. And because I'm still learning, you know, I'm still learning a lot of stuff. So if people could approach it that way, that's fine. But when you're just like, hey, you're an idiot, fuck you, this is what's, you know, they don't
exactly
what's wrong. They just say, fuck you.
Yeah, no, they didn't even teach you. No, they didn't even tell you why or nothing. They didn't teach you nothing. And I'm all about, hey, if I know a trick for anything and you're willing to learn, I'll tell you every trick I know. Whether it's a 44 John Deere or a 4440 or, you know, the Ford Jubilee or the 231. Dude, if there's any trick I know, dude, I'm gonna, yeah, if you're willing to learn, I'll tell you, like, hey, you know, don't do this because these things do this.
Right.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna tell you, man. I'm not gonna be an asshole and say, oh, fuck it, you're an idiot, you're not worth my time. That's fucking bullshit. I've learned that. So, yeah, I know that guy there. Fuck him. He's just a troll. That's all he was. Fuck him. And you did the perfect thing. Excuse me. You did the perfect thing.
Okay, you're gonna get tilted here for a second. I need to grab the baby.
You did the right thing. You fucking liked his. You liked his post. You loved it.
There you
Yeah,
go.
fuck them, dude. And they hate it more.
Sorry, guys.
What I had to do, man.
They hate it more than if you fought with them or whatever. It pisses them off more.
Yeah, I'm speaking of piss, I'm going to take a piss real quick. And I'll be right back. We'll get right back into it. I got a couple more questions for you there.
Okay, bud.
All
All right. Let me check the chat here, see what's going on here.
Nothing. I've been watching. You want me to go get his, here, if you hold him, I'll go get his food. Go, Daddy.
All right. Try and catch up with the chat here going on. Okay, of course, it's way back. It's been a while ago. DCG, have a good Memorial weekend. Okay, and also everybody check out Ducttapetech 1.
bonding time. Where you at, baby cakes? Oh, cool. Look at this moth, baby.
I know, right?
Look at her. Oh, come on, little buddy.
Make sure he gets.
Come here, little shit.
I'm pretty sure we're starting to
Here, give me the baby.
All right.
start for everybody now.
Come here, buddy.
All right. So
Say hi to YouTube. Say hi to YouTube.
client graphics just dropped on. Yeah, client graphics. Happy Friday. What's up, everyone?
Client graphics. What's up, buddy?
Hi, buddy. I'm not familiar with you or your channel yet, but I will check it out with the other two guys I'm going to check.
Well, I thought you were going to say client graphics. Were you, or no, never mind. You were a shout out recently, though, of Drunk from Work. Is that correct? I think that is correct.
I think so. Maybe not, but I think so.
Like 2 weekends. Crap, it sounds bad.
My bad.
I believed him on the Friday. I was like, oh man, this is a great Friday.
Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, it's Saturday, man. We're already a day in already.
Fucking A, man.
Fuck yeah, it's been a blast, man.
Dude, so tell me about this Black & Decker deal that you wanted to buy. It's $300. What did it come with?
It was 300 or 350. It came with a half-inch drill, quarter-inch drive.
Yeah.
It came with the oscillating saw, circular saw. It was 7 tools. I'm trying to remember now. So yeah, you had the impact, the drill, the saw, oscillating saw, jigsaw, jigsaw, 2 other tools. For life of me, I cannot remember. But it was it.
They come with any batteries?
What's that?
Batteries. They come with batteries?
Yes, it came with I think 3 batteries and the charger. And the charger.
The one thing about the Black & Decker, I actually had that A set. The circular saw burns out very quickly.
Oh, does it? Okay, that's nice to know.
The jigsaw.
Okay. Because that's one thing I was looking at was the jigsaw. I'm not too worried about because I got the rotor zip, which that thing just, dude, I've been using that thing for years. It just fucking gives it, man. It don't care if it's wood or
that's a beast.
Concrete, man. Yeah, it fucking gives her. But yeah, the one thing I was kind of that I thought would be super handy besides the 2 drills, obviously, would have been the circular saw. I don't plan on using it all the time because I've got a couple regular powered, corded circular saws that, just gives her. But it'd be kind of nice if I'm working on something away from electricity or something like that. It's going to work. But if it's going to peter out that damn fast, then that's my biggest decision was actually the circular saw.
All right. Well, yeah, the circular saw. I used that kit for a bit, but it just after a few framing jobs, like it was wobbly. It just didn't cut right.
Really? Okay. See, that's nice to know because I didn't know that. Because I'm going to use it, I'm not going to use it every day on, but dude, if I need to make a new bed or need to make a new hay wagon, I'm sitting there, so I spent all damn day long putting a new floor on a hay wagon or, a fucking turd hearse or something like that. I need to know this thing can actually it's got the fucking jam to get it done. If it's going to be all wobbly and shit like that, then I don't want nothing to do with it.
I mean, what to get is, it definitely did, it's cutting 4x4 weather treated lumber. So it did that all right, but after a while, it definitely was laboring hard. And but yeah, like the drill, the driver, the sawzall, the sanders, they're all very, very good.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, the other two tools. Yeah, you just mentioned them: the sawzall and the sander.
Yeah. Everything in that kit's pretty decent. Me personally, I had a bad experience with the circular saw, but of course, I ran it hard. So
right. Well, that's the thing of it is, I don't run them. I don't run them hard all the time, but when I do run them, I run them hard. And that's the biggest thing. And that's the one thing I was actually debating was the circular saw, because if I need to, like I said, I'm working out in the middle of, in the field somewhere, and I'm putting and I don't have a Jenny or electric, whatever, or just whatever, I just need a circular saw. I wanted to, actually, that was my biggest thing, is because, like I said, that NiCad firestorm I've had.
Yeah.
I'm still rocking, but let's face it, the batteries are starting to die, and you can't get a fucking battery to save your ass for it now, obviously. And, but that, dude, I'm telling you what, I've sent that drill through some hard fucking suppers, man. It fucking ate some shit, and it still fucking sends it. And but that's the biggest thing, though, is I know their drills are okay. Now, would I work it every day as a maintenance guy? Maybe not. There's a difference. Milwaukee's got some nice stuff. DeWalt's got some nice stuff. I don't think one brand makes everything good, but I do know that, like Steel makes a sweet ass chainsaw. Every brand makes one thing really awesome. So, but the biggest thing my factor was the circular saw. That was a big thing for me.
Yeah.
Circular saw is kind of going to be somewhat shitty. That might be the turn down for me. What brand do you? Actually, I was going to ask you, what brand do you suggest? But I got to thinking, I go, okay, I can go to a set smaller, so I can get the drills and a sawzall and call it good enough. What would be a good circular saw?
For personal experience, I would say Ryobi. You could go out and get a set right now and get a good 6.5-inch circular saw with drills and impacts and a recip saw. But also, Porter Cable's not bad. They got kits with 6.5-inch circ saw, and I'm not a big fan of Black & Decker because they put so much fucking smoke and mirrors up.
Yeah, they do now. Yeah.
They bought the Craftsman brand because they knew there's enough Craftsman fan people out there that would fucking buy back into that brand. And
right.
And they put DeWalt on the back burner. They haven't done shit with that line in 10 years. So, like,
right.
It's just crazy. But people still buy it. They still buy it.
Yeah, no, I got you. 100% got you. Yeah, I was kind of debating. I said, well, maybe I'll just get 2-3 tools of this and 2-3 tools of that. And like I said,
did you eat last night? No.
No.
Yeah, actually, I'd suggest just going in on the hyper tough. To be honest with you.
Well, now actually, it's funny you say hyper tough. Now I do have 2-3 corded hyper tough. I do have a hammer drill that does pretty damn good. I have a grinder that does pretty good, and now granted they're corded.
Right.
Now when I'm in the shop, I'm fine with corded because I love battery operated as much as possible, but for the most, I'm in a shop. I don't mind running corded because I'm in a shop, right? It's right there.
Right.
But there's a lot of times I'm out working doing certain things. I don't have the ability to be. I mean, yeah, Jesus Christ, man! You can only ride extension cord for so damn long, and it gets fucking aggravating. And I want battery operated tools,
Apparently, Ryobi Days is currently going on, so they have some pretty good deals.
But yeah,
Client graphics.
Right. So, and that's one thing I was checking into was Ryobi, and you seem to have a lot of luck with Ryobi. My luck is to, if I'm going to buy a set and upgrade, I like to buy the whole set and upgrade, not just a piece here, a piece there. I just like to. Does that make sense? Just buy the line and be done.
In my honest opinion, I think Ryobi, they have the second biggest cordless lineup next to Milwaukee. Rigid shit. Don't buy Rigid. All they do every year is put out a new circ saw, a new impact, a new drill. I
got that. Yeah.
And the warranty shit. So like, if you're going to invest in a line, I would say Ryobi. You can get a nice. They have a 6-piece starter set, $199. Circ saw, impact drill, oscillating tool, recip saw, and I forget what else. How you can't beat that?
Yeah, I'm thinking that's what I may do. Like I say, because I thought about buying this tool, that tool, but as well as I do, when you buy a set, you get a better deal on it, and that's kind of what I'm thinking. And my logic also is if I buy one set, if it performs for me greatly, I have less. I make more money in return. Does that make sense? If I spend $400 instead of $800-900 on all kinds of different tools, if I can spend $400 or $500, on a line, and if it lasts me, say 4 or 5, 6 damn years, that's more money in my pocket.
Exactly. That's what I've been trying to sell people on. Is my first Ryobi set was this circ saw here, which is great for framing. It was this drill here, 3/8 drill, and then
they were blue. Yep.
Yeah, came with the flashlight, and in the recip saw. I bought these 10 years ago. All still work.
Right.
And that's what you want. And return on your investment.
Yeah, exactly what I'm talking about. Return on your investment. Yeah.
Exactly. I paid $100 for all those tools. $100. That was it.
I'm leaving, but it was really nice to talk to you guys, but I've got to go to my room now.
All right.
This is too much damn togetherness for me. Do you want me to put him back in his cage? Or? All right. But no, it's super nice to talk to you. You're a really cool dude.
You're awesome also, and I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, we'll have to do it again.
Yeah, we will have to do this
No,
again sometime.
right.
Well, I mean, you guys can keep doing it, but I'm going. You gotta read your own shit now.
All right. Yeah, she did kind of help me there. I'll see you after a while.
All right.
She was kind of keeping me on straight and narrow here, trying to keep up with the
Oh, I think they hurt my big mouth.
the replies and stuff going on with the
Do you need
what everybody else is saying.
Do you need beer before I leave?
No, I'm good.
All right.
Actually, no, I still got there, and I got a cold one getting ready to open up.
Yeah, Junk for Work's here.
Is he here?
Oh yeah, now that I'm leaving.
Yeah, Junk for Work.
What's
Yeah,
up, buddy?
I'll see you in a while.
Junk, been doing. Oh, Jesus Christ! How long have you been on here for now? 3 hours? 2.5 hours?
She is a good woman. Yeah, I have to admit, that was awesome, Ducttapetech, that she came on and
Yeah,
you got a good thing there, man.
I appreciate it. Same with you, man. I mean, your wife. I saw a couple of your videos with your wife and kids, man. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, I've always appreciated, like, I don't know, like, I think you, Antonio, and 415 Sparky, we were on that video, and I kind of feel like a closer bond, even though I fucked up and didn't do it properly. But like Junk from Work kind of strangely brought us all together.
Yeah, and Junk, because I gotta tell you, man, if it wasn't from Junk from Work, man, I wouldn't have caught your channel. Now Sparky 415, I know him from mollytool.org, so you know him and I's been YouTubing for a while. But if it wasn't for Junk, man, I wouldn't have known your channel. And thank God, I watched his, and actually, if it wasn't for Sparky, I wouldn't have found Junk. Yeah, because it was Sparky 415 that got me to Junk, and then Junk is what got me to your channel. It's kind of weird how that works, But yeah, because it's Sparky 415 is how it got me, ultimately to your channel.
Yeah,
but
maybe you weren't even on that. Like, I don't know how I got in touch with your channel somehow. Uzi Lou Garage was on that also.
Right.
But man, I started watching your videos and I just fell in love, and it was fucking awesome, man. Like the shit you do, just around the farm and stuff like that. That's great that you have that environment to do.
Right. Yeah, I know. Like I said, Sparky got me to Junk, and then Junk got me to you. And no, that's awesome, man. And it's cool we're getting to do this right now. It's I've had a major blast.
Yeah, it's fun, man. I mean, like I hope to do this more. I mean, Junk from Work kind of like the biggest hipster from Canada, so.
Oh yeah, major fucking hipster. I mean, you could tell in his goatee, even, right?
He's the only Canadian that I know that doesn't drink Canadian beer.
Oh, right? Yeah. All right, Junk from Work, if you're watching, we're just fucking with you, bud. But yeah, I enjoy watching his videos, especially the one where he's wrangling angry marbles. He's talking about Ohm's law and electricity and stuff. That was a good video.
Yeah, like so.
The tradesman's triangle, for electricity and shit.
Or like the Toolhead Crates box where he had the penis for diesel and engines on the back.
Oh yeah, that magnetic. Yeah, the thing that tests the magnetism. Oh yeah, because I've got a electric tester to see if if you got any live electricity going on. And dude, it looks like a damn penis, man.
It was funny though. He did a video recently on the magnet tester, and for some reason in his brain he didn't want it to be accurate. But I was kind of thinking of it like a fucking electricity point tester. Like you hit the
right.
and some of those are very, very sensitive, and some will fucking you could be 3 feet from the box and they'll be ringing that it's a hot water. And I fucking hate those.
Yeah, you kind of wish it was one way or the other, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So,
but those testers, dude, do they not look like a big damn dick? Uncircumcised dick, though.
They do.
Yeah, right. And then the thing of it is, you're jamming in a hole. You know?
You're sticking in there. Oh, let me see what's in there. Oh, yeah.
Well, one thing they say, you only catch herpes twice, man. Or once. You only catch herpes once, man.
I can fully say I don't think you ever had herpes.
No, never.
I don't.
Nope, I've done a lot of dumb shit in my life, but the one things I never caught in my life is AIDS and herpes. Or syphilis, for that matter.
So you're 40, right?
Yes, I am 40 years old.
Okay, and I'm 33.
Yeah, see, yeah, you're.
And Junk from Work's 26.
Yeah, he's a young punk.
Yeah,
and everything goes to dicks and herpes. What the hell happened here?
Okay, so my wife, somebody's trying to figure out why dicks and everything looks like dicks and herpes.
No, everything went to shit. I left for 2 minutes and everything went to my hand cart.
I have a penis. It's just what comes up.
You have a penis?
We're talking about I made a comment on.
They do tend to come up. Yeah, they do.
Junk from Work 28. So
work did a electric magnetic tester, which is also
I know what you're talking about, but you quit reading your shit too. Am I supposed to stay in here and have you read fucking comments because you two end up in dick conversations if we don't?
Hey, I got a question here. Junk from Work. Can I pop you on the live stream so we can all three be on? Would you want to do that, Duct Tape?
Who? What?
Yeah, I could go for about another half hour, but I am starting to reach my limit. But yeah, I'll go for another half hour.
All right, let me see what this little guy Junk from Work says, because he's he's the biggest channel I've ever seen.
Right? Yeah.
He said I am editing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think he's
You know what? We gotta do
it. Three-way.
Yeah.
Client graphics three-way.
He can't handle two American boys from. No, I think we ought to do that. I think you're right. I think the three of us ought to get together sometime. I think that would be fun. You, me, Junk from Work. And then Junk from Work and a couple of these other guys on here. I think it would be fun.
Oh, he says, how about he has you guys on his channel next week or something?
Oh, on his channel.
On his channel.
Right?
Well, I'm down with that. It's not giving me any views.
So actually, while Junk from Work is on here, and I want to talk to you also, is have you guys ever watched Joe Rogan's podcasts?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
get
Mostly
somewhat
because I'm a
off and on.
UFC
Yeah.
nut, but yeah.
All right. So my idea is to like have guys like Ducktapetech and Junk from Work and a bunch of other people on here and just tell our stories, man, because we have a lot of funny stories to tell. You know, we work in not the shit of America, but pretty close, and that's what I'm trying to start here. So like some night maybe we'll be on a channel together and be like, hey man, you want to go do a live stream together? And that's what I want to kind of try and start here.
Well, I can tell you now that even my parents are watching this right now. So, like,
Got back
more people watching you than normal. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? That wouldn't normally maybe go on to something like that.
You know, like Ducktapetech, I've been trying to get on here since I thought of the idea. That was the first person I thought of. Nate.
I think people would totally watch that. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, because like a lot of us work in strange walks of life, and we have a lot of funny stories to tell. And if we have the right storytellers, you know, it's all fun and games, right? I think I lost Ducktapetech, so I'm still live. Well, fuck. I guess I'm number 2. Junk from Work, you are. We've done 2 live streams together, man. I mean, what the fuck? I see Ducktapetech up there still. Yeah, let me say, I'd watch. All right, so 1 sec, Heartless Fairy. Is up and going here. Do I have to do anything? Show. Junk from Work, man. Dude, I gotta get some fucking people on here to regulate your language. Demon, what's up, my man? My brother. EJM Demon is the man.
Fix it.
Oh, here we go. We're back. We're coming back here.
Yeah, nope, lost you for a second. My bad.
All right.
Demon said that. All right. Duct tape. Do you have a ghost in your house?
I hope not.
Probably.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not too superstitious or whatever.
Can I tell a good ghost story?
All right, yeah.
All right. So my parents had pretty nice house. This is for you, Demon, and Junk from Work, and everyone else listening. So, probably 11 years ago, my girlfriend, now wife, stayed over with me at my parents' house. We were sleeping in the master bedroom, and I always felt uneasy in that house. I don't know why. I just did. And so one night we're in the master bedroom. She fell asleep, and I was watching TV, and I fell asleep. And then she woke me up. She's like, "The fuck's that noise?" And right up above us was in our bedroom, and in that bedroom, there was like a rocking sound, right? So like, I go up at probably 3 or 4 in the morning. I'm like, I'll go check it out. And I go upstairs, and there's a rocking chair in that room, and so she's down there in the bedroom, and I start rocking the chair, and I was like, "Is this the sound you hear?" She goes, "Yeah, that's the fucking sound I hear." And I could not explain how a rocking chair could rock itself. And I don't know, that house always, it never gave me the creeps. Like, it was never like, scary, spooky, but there's definitely something weird about it. You know, have you guys ever experienced that?
Yes. Actually,
she has, not here, but elsewhere.
no, when I was a kid, we lived in this place. There was a coal mine near our house, and the houses in that little town were all company houses. So they're all the same pretty much.
Yeah.
But they were built for, you know, a mining camp.
Yeah.
And it had an upstairs. My grandma passed away when I was 15. And the first Thanksgiving we had without her, the night before Thanksgiving, we all went to bed. And everybody that night heard the phone ring. Well, the creepy thing was we didn't have phone service, nor was the phone even plugged into the wall. But every one of us heard it, even though all of us thought we were dreaming. Then the night before Christmas Eve, when everybody went to bed, it happened again that night. So twice that happened to us. And I mean, it was pretty creepy, but there was a lot of creepiness in that house. Like, it was an old house, and I always felt creepy in that house.
Wait, demon. Sorry, keep going.
Well, no. I mean, I've got tons of those, but yeah. I mean, just the phones ringing, like you'd hear creepy noises, you'd see things. Like, I don't know. I've had a lot of creepiness go on. So.
Well, going in on that creepiness. So, like, when I first started dating my wife, my parents would go out of town. I was like, I'm kind of freaked out to stay in my house because when I would, my dog would stand at the bottom of the steps and just bark up the steps at night, you know, middle of the night. And she finally came over, and that's when she heard, you know, the rocking. Like, I wasn't full of shit. Like, there's fucking shit going on. I can't explain it. I still can't explain it. I don't have it on video or anything. So that sucks. But there's, I don't know. Like, me personally, I still want to see it on video, have it recorded and all that shit. But, like, I definitely have seen, you know, heard shit, seen shit.
Well, when I was little, my grandma was really funny about rocking chairs. You could never, like, when you snap out of a rocking chair, you're supposed to stop it from rocking. And like any kind of rocker recliner at all, I still to this day, I can't handle somebody rocking it without being in it. Grandma said it was, you know, it was one of those superstitious things, you know, I guess, but yeah, it was something about ghosts and rocking chairs and things, and yeah, so you couldn't leave a rocking chair rocking, and if it was rocking on its own, it had something to do with ghosts.
Do we get
I do repairs. I'm not a Ghostbuster. All right, so
do we get to meet the lovely Miss Ducttapetech tonight?
Say what?
Do we get to meet the lovely Miss Ducttapetech tonight?
Lovely my ass, and I'm in my pajamas, man. No,
all right.
I look like hell, and I'm in my pajamas.
Okay, fair enough. I'm not gonna.
But I will, like, the next time you guys do this, if you want, I'll do it then.
Yeah, I think you should, because, and you've been amazing tonight. To be honest with you, I've had a lot of stuff.
Yeah, she's kind of kept us on straight and narrow and kept us on the because I'm trying to do this and trying to read what's going on down here because I want to engage our audience.
Yeah, I mean, I tried to pull my penis out, and I thought that'd engage people, but
well,
yeah,
it's gonna engage a certain kind of person.
Well, John from work, he's talking. Well, he did his video, and of course, he had the magnetic thing on the Instagram, and of course, I automatically put in the comments, it looks like an uncircumcised dick, you know. Which is why I can't unsee that now. I'm going, yeah.
What you have seen cannot be unseen.
You know.
Did you see a shirt today with the Golden Girls?
Oh, what is it now? I'm sorry.
Do you remember that show, The Golden Girls?
Yeah.
do.
I never watched a ton of them, but I do know what you're talking about.
He was wearing a shirt today that had all their faces on it. Was Betty White a part of that? I think she was.
Yes, she was.
Betty White was Rose, and she is about the most naughty woman I think I've ever seen. I love her.
Now I couldn't remember the rest of them, but I knew Betty White was one of them.
All this Rose talk, and Fleet is apparently reaching for the rifle, and maybe I'm thinking a crossbow. And John from work says you got to whip it out at least once a stream, give the people what they want.
Well,
Oh, thank you.
just like work now, last stream he and I did take a piss in mid stream, and he didn't. Actually, let's ask him. Junk from work. Did you know that I took a piss in the middle of our live stream? He'll probably be like, "Yeah, I saw."
DCG did. He mentioned you're pissing in a bottle in the last live stream.
Oh, yeah, okay, DCG. All right.
Well, if you're in the middle of the stream, might as well let it go stream out, man. You know.
Well, I was doing it with him, and I was like, to be respectful, I'll just try, because I'll be doing a lot of these, hopefully. And I was like, I'll piss in a bottle, see how it goes, and I guess everyone saw.
I would
when you got that 12-foot garden hose, going on there.
I would like to say one thing, though, that on a serious note.
Yeah.
Actually, I think what you guys are doing for each other is a very good thing. Like, I know my husband is very happy making his videos, and he gets super excited when he gets new subs. And I know, like, I was super proud when Jump from Work gave him a shout out, and you've given him a shout out. So I just think what you guys do for each other is really kind of what the world's missing. And I think it's a good thing, and I think more of it would actually do you guys all really good, and it's funny, and I think a lot of people will watch.
I appreciate that. When I gave him a shout out, I think you and I were at the same subscriber level, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Easily. And I truly believe, I told Junk from work, I was like, listen, man, I'm ripping this off of you. I'm going to do Sunday shout outs because I kind of wanted to keep, because he does new channels every week. And I wanted to be able to be like the second wave of putting back out channels that should be put back out. And I 100%, I could not jump on you quick enough to put you back out there, but I wanted to get a few more subs before I did that. And I probably will. I'll probably keep giving you shout outs easily.
Same here, dude. Like I said, I don't do tons of shout outs. I'm starting to do them more now because of you and Junk. Because I never got Junk from where I call him Junk for short. I never really done before because I never got one before either. I mean, before Junk from Work, you guys showed up. Everything I done or I had, it was by the hard work and the grace of God that I managed to get 40 fucking subscribers, and between you guys, I got, up to 68. Although it's interesting is if I could have kept the subs, because it's funny, because I would gain 5 subs in 3 or 4 days and lose 10 and then gain 15. Dude, if I could have kept the amount of subs that I lost, I might have been 100, 150, For some reason, man, it's kind of weird. I lose them just as fast as I gain them, you know. But I think the way how my channel runs is I'm all over the place, you know, and either they're going to follow me or they're not. But I'm still doing it for fun, you know. I'm not doing it trying to get 200,000-300,000 subscribers, although if I could, I mean, that's more in the bank. But I'm doing it for fun. And the thing of it is, though, in the last, last month or two, I got to meet you. I got to meet John. You know, of course, I knew Sparky 415. But dude, there's a lot more interaction, and it's a lot funner. And I've really been enjoying it here lately. It's been a lot of fun.
Says he made like 20 videos before anybody subscribed, and somebody wants to know. Oh, he called you great on Instagram. Fleet Tech wants to know what the hell everybody's drinking.
I'm drinking PBR.
Fleet says he drinks real beer.
What's his
I'm a rare American. I drink real beer, not piss water.
Okay, so are you drinking Bush? You drinking Bush Light, Fleet Tech or Budweiser?
You're fucking Ice House.
Does anybody drink that?
Every day.
Actually, the worst beer I ever had in my whole life was called Iron City Beer. I swear to God, it tasted like a litter box smells. I'm serious.
I'm from Pittsburgh. That's a Pittsburgh beer, so I gotta get off on.
I can't help it. That was the most awful thing ever.
Yeah, I'll be honest. The first beer I had was an Icy Light, and it was fucking disgusting. And I haven't had one since. It's terrible.
Yeah. I'm not much of a beer drinker. I'm more of a whiskey girl.
Everyday Fleet Tech says he drinks Sierra Nevada
Torpedo.
Hey, Ducttapetech, what duct tape do you suggest everyone use?
Believe it or not,
no.
Okay, anytime you can use Ducttapetech or any kind of duct tape is good. But actually, believe it or not, well, Gorilla Tape makes a good duct tape. But believe it or not, man, before the Gorilla and the new stuff has showed up, man, I gotta tell you, man, I ran just rocked old 3M duct tape.
Fucking A, right?
Yeah, it's just been around forever. It's approved by Red Green. I'm just saying, man, but it worked for me. But now I do have to admit the Gorilla duct tape. It's pretty awesome stuff. I do have to admit. Yeah. But for years, man, just old 3M, man. Yeah, I mean, before that stuff showed up, 3M was the bomb, man. You can fix your car, you can fix anything with it,
Gorilla, most of the Gorilla products, though, I think that's one of the things where, I mean, I like their stuff, and so I think that's one of those things where the name brand actually matches. I mean, that is actually a good product, you know what I'm saying? Like, right. The duct tape they have is really amazing, and I love their glue.
Well, what they did with duct tape is they took that idea and they made it a little bit better, put a better adhesive, a better
well, the thing that's great about duct tape is like you can pull, peel, strip, like it's so flexible on what it can do.
Versatile, yeah.
Yeah, it's very versatile. And
actually,
yes,
I have actually seen it used in a way you would not think.
Well, I don't need to hear about the sexual advantages.
No.
Well, it's not mine. No, I saw it used on TV. No kidding. To wax Khloe Kardashian's snatch. She did a Brazilian with duct tape. I'm not even kidding.
Fucking ass.
Okay, so it did get sexual a little bit, but
not sexual like me.
No,
well, I didn't use it.
I have a question. No. Would you have licked it? Or did it look that good?
I mean, I don't know. She's not my type.
No, but I mean, like, pussy's a pussy. So, like, did it look good?
Actually, that's where you're wrong, man. I mean, like, no, she don't do it for me, dude. Now, if it was like, say,
You're at a butthole.
Kate Beckinsale, maybe, yeah.
Now, I am a firm believer that, and this is any marital advice I'll give anybody,
Oh my God, you're giving
I will
weird
tell them right
advice.
now, silence is golden, duct tape is forever. When you wrap 2 or 3 wraps around her fucking mouth, you'll never say a fucking thing ever again.
Oh my God, did you just say that?
Well, I'm not talking about her, but
Yeah, you know you're not. Actually, one of my favorite lines was duct tape has been turning, what the hell was that? Turning blah, blah, blah into for like since 1861 or some shit like that.
1945.
1945, whatever.
Junk from work says, boys, I gotta go. Thanks for stroking my cock and ego.
Oh my God, he did say that.
It's not hard. I mean, it's very small. It's Canadian.
Well,
what? You know that cold weather, you know.
Yeah, you know, shrink anyone up, right?
All right, Junk, we'll catch you later, bud. And actually, I think doing a 3-way phrasing. I think between you and Junk and I think that'd be an awesome deal on his channel. I think that'd be kind of cool to do.
I do too. I think like we all have the same personalities, and it would be fun.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I think you and I have been sending it for the last Jesus, 3 hours now.
Many hours, yes.
And I think the 3 of us, if we, you know, dude, I think we could fucking tear it up, man. I think it's going to be awesome.
Oh, fucking A, right, buddy.
So, but I hate to saying it, but I am going to have to hang it up.
No, that's cool. I understand.
Junk says 3-way for the win, boys.
3 ways for the win. We're going to make Junk the pivot man. I'm just saying.
You're going to circle jerk and he's the pivot man?
Yep.
All right.
We'll make him a pivot man. He's a young guy.
Yeah.
But,
Is he pretty?
Actually, no. He says he has a face for radio. And no, actually, I got him in. I'm kind of going, I'm not gay, but I'm like, damn, man, Junk looks pretty fucking good, you know?
Okay,
you'll love that.
I've got a face for radio and a voice for newspapers.
Yeah, he's got a voice for it. Yes, exactly.
Client Graphics says only do it if you can go for 3 hours. I fucking totally agree.
Did we get 3 hours right now? Did we go through?
Oh, yeah, definitely 3 hours at least.
Okay, right, man. We sent it.
Actually,
yeah, no shit, man.
Almost 4. You guys started about 7:30.
Well, we tried 7:30.
Well,
it took us
yeah,
to get it done,
It
but
was about 8.
Yeah, well, we got it done.
Yep. I tell you what, I've had a shit ton of fun, man.
Dude, I appreciate it. I really appreciate you agreeing to do this, and I'm hoping this is a long line of a lot of other interviews.
Dude, it's going to. And maybe the next time we'll actually have a plan. We can actually have, you know, a little more serious.
A plan?
Okay, yeah, fuck that, because that's no fun.
Yeah, it's shoot the shit, but we told some good stories, and that's what this is all about, man.
Yep. No, I had a blast. Yeah, maybe next time we can have an agenda, maybe. But
Fleek says he's not gay, but he'd definitely give Junk a third look at the pisser.
Every day, man.
Yeah.
That guy. Yeah, he's funny. He's got a good sense of humor. Awesome guy.
Sorry, I crashed your party, but
unfortunately, I'm gonna have to hang it up here before too long because I've been waking up 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm starting to, I'm old.
I want to say I appreciate it. I appreciate you taking the time this is what this is all about. I hope we can grow this, and
I think so, man. We need to do this more often.
yeah,
100% agree.
thank you so much. I appreciate it.
No, thank you for inviting me, man. Because the moment you asked me, I was actually almost like I was like a little, like a little schoolgirl. I was like screaming like a little bitch, you know.
When you signed up to Instagram, I was actually like, I gotta have junk from work on, or not junk from work, Ducttapetech. I was like I was like, oh, I can finally talk to him, not in the comment section, you know. And yeah, fucking awesome.
No, and that's how I felt. And I even had a wedding to go to today, and I was like even putting that shit on the back burner to make sure I was right here, you know. So I made it to the wedding, but I made sure I was here in time to make sure we could, I could do this. But when you asked me, I was like, "Fuck yeah, man!" I said, "Hell yeah, I want to do this." I've been wanting to do a live stream. I just haven't got to it, but no, this is awesome, man.
People think like you do have to have it thought out, and but like that's the whole point of this is like just grabbing random different people and shooting the shit with them and learn their experiences. So I appreciate you coming on with me. I really do.
I appreciate you having me on your channel, man. I really do. I really appreciate it. Dude, this is probably some of the most fun I've had in a while.
Fucking A, right?
And it really is like, I mean, you guys, you don't know this probably, but since I got sick, I mean, basically what he does is work and come home and takes care of me. So the stuff that when he gets to do stuff and make his videos, that's a real like relief for him. Like, I mean, that's relaxation for him. And then talking to you guys, it gives him something else, someone else to interact with, because he is stuck here with me a lot. And I'm not that easy, I mean, to deal with. And that's a lot to put on him. And so to do stuff like this, it makes him, it's like, I don't know, it makes him really happy. So I'm glad you guys get to do it.
Well, I hope you do a lot more. And I really appreciate you being on there, Miss Ducttapetech. Tonight, the whole experience was amazing, and I hope to keep it rolling, and
Yeah,
we're gonna keep it rolling. I know the summer I do get a little bit busier because I got a few custom jobs with hay and bush hogging and some farming and this and that. But no, I really
38 acres, man.
I'm sorry.
You got 38 acres.
No, actually, I do a lot of custom jobs for everybody else. I don't farm just for me. I farm for helping other farmers out. But no, I definitely would like to do this again. I do get really busy in the summer. I do a lot of custom jobs and
client graphics.
Client graphics. Thank you for the sub, brother. I appreciate it.
And he says, let's grow this shit.
And and what you just said, let's grow this shit. And what you just said, we need to. I do get a little busy in the summers quite a bit, but no, we need to do this more. And I think junk, because we need to teach that young punk a lesson.
Well, I think you guys have a really good chemistry, for lack of a better term.
But junk, like you and me, as much fun as we have, I think, and I saw you and Junk, the way you guys get along, and I'm thinking the three of us, man, we can make up a really fucked up video.
Yeah.
That somebody would enjoy to watch. It'd just be fun.
Yeah.
But it'd be great. I think it'd be great. But I do appreciate you inviting me to your channel. I really do appreciate it. And I had a lot of fun. When you asked me to do it, I was like, oh, fuck yeah. I was getting like a squirrel. I'm like, whoa, screaming like a little bitch, man. Like, whoa,
much higher pitch than that.
But yeah. very fucking cool, man.
Yeah, we'll do this again for sure.
All right. Okay, as much as I hate saying, I'll have to hop off here, but very much appreciate you having me on your channel. And dude, we need to get back together here soon, in like next 2 or 3 weeks, man, and fucking send it, man.
All right, we'll send it, buddy. All right. I appreciate it. I do.
All right, you have a good night, man. We'll catch you. And drink a PBR for me.
Yeah.
Drink some of that beer.
All right, later, buddy.
All right, cheers, brother. You have a good one.
Bye, everybody.
Cheers.